El Horrible and BeDabblin. Give them their props.
Let me add the core diff.
Hello, Mama.
I'm not gonna lie. I could watch Tukey all day long. Tukey's fantastic. Tukey's amazing.
I'm sorry, could we talk Tukey a bit? I'm a Tukey guy.
Oh my God.
He's an idiot.
I'm not really 16. I'm just scared no one would accept me.
There is a plethora of gay cases.
Hey Casey, gay Casey, Casey's a homo, Casey's a homo. Yow. I think Casey's a queer.
Like I'm gay.
I think Casey's a queer.
Hey, this is Casey Armstrong, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Guys, at the Ramrod in Fort Lauderdale. Guys, rocking at the manhole in Jacksonville. Guys, making out in Soho with my boyfriend Bill. I'll tell you, I just can't get enough of those guys, especially construction workers. When they're big and beefy, I really love a guy with a big tool belt. This is Casey Armstrong. Let's hear it for guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Casey post for gay photograph with a German homo. Gay photograph. He pulled his pants down. Gay photograph. Casey post for gay photograph. He's a homo.
It's Casey's sausage party. He'll kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. You'd kiss a guy too if you loved man goo. Then Casey started to moan. He said, give me a rusty trombone. Give Casey the Beach Boys and grease his. Cover him in bandages from head to toe and let it drip away. Give Casey the Beach Boys and grease his. Cover him in bandages from head to toe and let it drip away.
Casey's gay, but we already knew that anyway. Now it's going to be proven he likes man spray. Oh, we all know that Casey's gay. Suddenly, he's not half the man we thought him to be. There's a shadow of homosexuality. Oh, his boyfriend came suddenly. Why he won't come out, I don't know. He just won't say. His boyfriend is hung like a horse. We all know that Casey's gay. Casey's gay.
One of the best songs I've ever heard.
His act's such an easy for men to play. A nice warm place to hide their feet away. Oh, we all know that Casey's gay. How
Just no musical ability whatsoever.
If you're feeling gay, wanna roll in the hay, who you gonna call? Casey Armstrong. When you need some butt, wanna bust a nut, who can you call? Casey Armstrong. I ain't homophobic.
following program is of adult nature and may be inappropriate for persons under the age of 18.
The following program is a adult nature. May not be suitable for some of my friends.
It's time for BeDabblin Live.
When you wanna know who's got the show, his friends ain't talking potato. You can call him on the phone. He lives across from Home Depot. BeDabblin Live with El Horrible. BeDabblin Live with El Horrible. BeDabblin Live with El Horrible. Start right now!
Greetings, dabblers, onions, pinkmans, opesters. What else am I forgetting? I had a bunch of them, and now I can't think of any of them. Welcome to BeDabblin Live with El Horrible, the only show that Ray Devito won't invite himself on. I am your host, 16-year-old sensation on YouTube, El Horrible, coming to you live, high above the Rocky Mountains in my mom's basement. I had a long week. It seems like everyone else did too. My God, you go to Bora Bora for literally 2 days. Come back and the whole universe is a mess. MLC is just Kevin now? Kevin and Ray Devito? Ray DeVito's a slow adult, right? Have we all come to that conclusion after this week? My God, our live stream, the last time we were with you, was on a members-only live stream, the Pottstown Massacre wrap-up show. Again, I believe Pottstown Massacre was coined that night on the live stream. And I saw other people running with it, which I think is great. I love it. Please use all our sayings, clip all our shit, share it, steal the membership link. I don't care. I missed you all. I missed all of this. OJ Sampson, my beloved cohort, I missed you as well. How are you?
Yes, my comrade, cohort, and co-conspirator. It is great to have you back.
Holy shit, you sound wonderful. What have you done? Have you invested in the podcast?
I actually finally got a microphone. That is not my laptop microphone.
Spy report.
OJ has a real microphone. Now, were you just speaking into your laptop before?
Yeah, I was just talking into the laptop microphone, listening through the laptop speakers.
How embarrassing.
Well, I was just doing this for fun, but now, I got to kind of start taking this a little more seriously. So I got a microphone. I got one of those fancy Roadcasters.
Whoa.
I'm all in.
So yes, now you can play sound effects. You can do all the same. Wow! Whoa, it's Tukey. A dead Tukey. Where's that Mike Morris? Who's that? No, that's Tukey. Way more talent.
We have a new member, April Wood.
April Wood, thank you so much for signing up to be a YouTube member. Yes, you could be a YouTube member as well. Wow! 7dub7 1999. Thank you so much. Welcome back from vacation. Yes, it was a good time. My older brother graduated high school. One day El Horrible will walk down the aisle, Kuma in my mouthy, or whatever the highest award for class is. And it was interesting to see my older brother graduate and go off into the real world. We have already kicked him out of the house. While we were in Bora Bora, he got all his shit out of here and he's gone. He's making Frosties at the local Wendy's and he has a studio apartment, I guess, or he's living in his car. Not our problem anymore. Adios. Anyway, thank you for the 1999 Kiki Loco. Thank you for the $2. Casey is going live and saying he's quitting his show. What the fuck?
No.
Casey, you're blowing everything. You're blowing my entire show. Yes, we will go. We will immediately go into that. This is breaking news. Is that happening right now?
Oh,
Carlos Danger is not with us tonight. He is on special assignment. I spoke too soon when I said he would be on the show yesterday. He informed, or we had to send him out on a special assignment. Muttering Jay had some things for him to go and investigate. Lead DNN reporter Muttering Jay. Oh, I feel like KC.
Kenneth Pogue, thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate it.
Okay, so my thing says he's not going to really come on until probably once we were going to end, because we usually do 2 hours, not 10 hours. Jesus Christ, we're not melting. So it looks like he's starting at midnight or like 11:55 your time. Do you see that?
I'm seeing people week 775 is saying 11:55 Eastern.
Okay, so we have time. All right, so we will go to KC live. That's good, because I was going to end the show with KC stuff, because my God, I missed so much.
There's a lot that you missed.
I
was around for this, and I feel like I missed a lot.
I just some quick things, like I crammed literally 3 2-hour plus shows into today. I listened to the Ray DeVito Rock Bottom podcast on the Shuli Network when him and Bob were yelling at each other. Yeah. I listened to all this stuff at like 2 times the speed, and my brain is just mush, but it was just fascinating. So I have stuff from that show. I have stuff from Carl on the BS show. Not too much there, because the other thing is I feel like people have done a lot of this stuff to death, kind of, and we've seen the clips on whatever. And then I also have Casey and Vince, because I thought that was fascinating. That was absolutely fascinating to hear that. And now to hear that Casey might be quitting his show. Holy shit! What the fuck is going on? Casey, wow! You have to stay, Casey.
I don't know if that whoa is going to stay. I think the chat should let me know if that's a good drop for the super chats or not.
I don't think we need like a necessary drop for the super chats.
I'm doing it more just to get your attention for them.
Oh, I appreciate that. But yeah, maybe we might use something else, because I know I gave 2 key drops to Melton.
Okay.
So I know I want, he uses them. Not to say we can't, but I would use them probably on special occasions. Bad with 2D, thank you. $2. Stay black. Fight the power, brother. Thank you. Bad with 2Ds. Yeah.
Welcome back again, Bad. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, go.
Yeah. Just welcoming Bad with 2Ds back again.
So I guess everyone's here because Muttering Jay put out a thing that we had some kind of scoop on producer Joe. I think this is something that you discovered, OJ.
Yeah, talk about pressure. Muttering Jay, putting us out there on Twitter. We're going to have this big news night. Like, oh, geez. Yes, and I am involved in it. A couple days ago, I go on Twitter. I see I'm tagged by Muttering Jay, and I was like, oh, shit. And it's like, what did I do now? And turns out it wasn't me. It was, he saw something I had commented on the Shuli Network, where I just gave my humble opinion that I thought the Shuli Network has been going downhill ever since producer Joe has got more power, has gotten a little more control. It was just an opinion. So that was a couple days before Muttering Jay's tweet. I'm assuming he saw that, did some investigating, because that day he just came out with report after report on producer Joe.
Now you are, you've made it no secret that you are not a producer Joe fan. I don't know much about producer Joe. I don't listen to much of the Shuli shows except for when something's clipped. I know who he is. I know he was the guy who came on during Ray's Steel Toe interview. I did like him then. I know you immediately did not. And it just seems like everyone is really super pissed at this guy right now.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Joe's. I've made that pretty clear. But still, I never hated the guy. I just don't think the guy's professional. It was just always my opinion about him.
Right. No, I understand. I'm not saying that you hate him. I guess that just you weren't really a fan of him. But now, so I guess some stuff has come out. There are some police reports.
Yeah.
He did some explaining, but I guess he's been caught in a little bit of a lie. Should we just play your video and let the video explain itself?
Sure.
Or no. Oh, wait. No. Well, your video is more towards the lie of Ray staying somewhere.
I put together a clip which was my beef with Shuley and the guys is their treatment of Ray. Stupid Ray. It's all his fault. We never offered him a place. Just all this nonsense. And the clip I put together, I'll just give it to you in a nutshell. It's producer Joe lying to Ray, telling Ray that had he known that Bob wasn't going to be there, they definitely would have had a place for him.
Right. Okay.
And then we get Bob coming on and kind of confronting Joe, asking, well, why didn't he have a place? Because I told you guys I was leaving the house at 2:00. I told you guys I was not going to be here tonight. So they knew that they had an extra bed for the guy.
All right. Let's play your clip.
Sure.
Bring in producer Joe. What's up, producer Joe? The guy who uninvited me to the house.
Hey, Ray.
What's going on?
Do you want to start there? Do you want to start with the house? The house. I'm actually sort of on your side with this, Ray. I told you before the show. It might
Guess what? A lot of people are. A lot of people are, but that's
slow down. Where I'm on your side in that, like, had everything not been so chaotic, I think we would have I don't think me or Shuley realized that Bob and Mike were leaving until after we spoke to you. So when we spoke to you, we thought we didn't have any extra room.
Dude, I think in general, Bob does have your best interest in mind, Ray. Except maybe telling you where to stay earlier on.
I didn't tell. I said there's a house. Who would know that nobody's going to let him fucking even sleep on a fucking bathroom floor? That's not my fucking decision.
That's you. This is all fucking producer Joe's fault. Let's fucking pass the buck. It's fucking producer Joe.
Probably because you fucking annoying them the shit out of them. They didn't want you in the fucking house. Why wouldn't they let you sleep there?
That's what this is.
Somebody.
That's exactly what this
Shout out
is.
to the
so it's purposeful.
40 people watching.
I have no idea. But I'm saying, why can't the guy had nowhere to stay and you can't
Would
come?
you want Ray
Answer the
DeVito to
fucking
stay at
question.
your house? No.
I sort of did a second ago, I think, when we were talking about it with Ray. I had anybody thought about things in the chaos, we would have just told him, come back with us and we'll sort it out. But I don't think Shuley or I realized that you and Mike had left already.
The bathroom.
Although Bob just said that he just said that Roy's annoying and that nobody wanted him to stay in the house. So either way, he was fucked out of a spot in the house.
No,
I think that's what I
not
just heard.
true. I mean, he is annoying.
Yes, it
but we
is
definitely
true.
brought him back
That's
to the house.
exactly what's happening here.
We were
And
just
I
very
was
stressed.
outside in front of the house saying, I'm going home tonight. I did say that.
Ooh.
Carlos missed that.
Did I
Bob,
not say
what
to
was the
a group
one
of
thing that
people
just
I
made you?
I knew I was going home at 2:00 in the afternoon. I was in front of the house going, we're leaving tonight.
Uh-oh.
I said it to people. People were there. I don't know.
Do you think Ray maliciously tried to make the
Towel
network
on
look bad?
fire
Because he doesn't seem
or
like he has a
trowel.
malicious bone in his
No,
body.
This is the case of a man that's been caught red-handed.
But
That was it. Oh, man. What say you, Joe, the producer? No, we don't actually have him on. If you want to send him a link and he wants to explain himself, he can. But yeah, we are just presenting the facts. So yes, Bob is saying that everyone knew because Bob was outside the house for some reason going, I'm not staying tonight. I'm going home after this. I'm not staying here. Why did we book a place that's an hour outside of the venue anyway? And then did someone say they booked it in Reading or something? Like it was that, like that's like west of Philadelphia?
Yeah, I heard it was like an hour away, but I could be wrong.
That's insane. Why are they doing this? How are these people making money doing these live shows and traveling and flying other people out? Why is Ray DeVito driving from Cleveland to Philadelphia without knowing where the fuck he's going to stay? My God, Ray DeVito. All right, anyway, we'll get to Ray DeVito in a little bit, but my God.
See, I'm more on Ray's side on this one. We know Ray's dopey, and they know Ray's
No,
dopey.
it's more than that. We're all going to jail for abusing a severely mentally handicapped adult, a highly functioning yet very lowly functioning male handicapped adult. We are all going to prison for this. JT, thank you for the $1.99. Here's to over 100 viewers already. Whoa. Yes, thank you, JT. You are a beloved chatter. Speaking of beloved chatter, I did send the potato a link. And I'm also thinking of sending my good friend Chad Zumach a link, and maybe we can get that whole thing figured out. What the fuck is going on there? Now, Chad. All right, we're jumping ahead.
We are jumping.
Let's keep it on Joe. My God, there's so much. How are we going to cram this all into 2 hours, OJ?
I don't think we can. We might be going long, or we might have to do a whole nother show, an extension.
Yes. Maybe we'll do like a members only thing tomorrow or something. Anyway, if you want to sign up for a membership, there's a join thing. I cannot do it for Apple. I don't know how, or everything tells me it's impossible to make it a join membership thing. However, on my app, for some reason, the Shuli Network, I can join on the Apple app. So on the YouTube app on my iPhone. So I don't know what's going on, but if you want to join, I think you have to go to a computer, or you can use Chrome and you have to switch to desktop mode on the Chrome on your phone and you can join, but whatever. You guys will figure it out. You're very smart people. So back to Joe. So everyone, I guess, heard about all the Joe being arrested for brandishing a gun, right? Is that right?
Yes. More or less, yes.
Kinky Loco, you guys forgot roll call. We don't do roll call here. That's the potato and other shows.
I have some of the Muttering Jay posts. I could pull them up. Give me a second.
Yeah, so that's where I was confused because I guess Joe said he was attacked with a bat, but then in the police report it says that the neighbor had like a shovel or like a
towel?
A dowel or something? Yeah, what the hell was that? What is that? Like a little gardening shovel?
I think so.
And that like he pushed Joe and fell over and hit him and like kind of ground and pound. But then Joe told a story about a bat. Listen, you guys have to call in 973-440-9770 and you have to help me fill in some gaps because I've been in Bora Bora for the last 2 days. I took a 2-day trip. I needed to unwind. This is all driving me nuts. Plus, my older brother graduated high school and we kicked him out of the house. Dela, thank you for the $5. Missed you. $2 for your brother. Thank you, Dela. He gets nothing, but thank you. Softcast, thank you for becoming a member. Yes, a lot of people enjoyed Softcast on our show the other week. He was great.
Yeah, I like Softcast.
And speaking of Softcast, he and John will be covering a lot about producer Joe tomorrow on Win by 2 Radio. And they were actually watching all these shows live and all that kind of crap and really following it. I, on the other hand, got bits and pieces. And like I said, tried to cram everything in today. But yeah, it seems like everyone's going full steam on this guy, huh?
Well, Muttering Jay, you know,
is he Italian?
Are we talking about Muttering Jay or
he's like Russo? Persian? Oh, Russo, Chris Russo or Joe Russo.
Bill
Russo,
that's an Italian name. Yeah, we'll call him Joe Russo.
Ew.
He's producer Joe.
He's so ugly. They're so ugly, yet so well versed in cooking and civilization. But they're disgusting people. So what? He beat up a cancer patient or something, allegedly?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, I thought he was cool. I thought that, that was kind of cool.
There was a viral video.
Oh, yes.
Joe at a fusion center. And I believe he told his story. I think he said his wife has MS. So she was there getting stuff done. Then there's cancer patients. There's all kind of people getting, got IVs in them and all that fun stuff.
Yes, you gave me a video. Guy is a huge fucking asshole at medical infusion center. And some people actually speak up. All right, let's see what this is, because I have not watched this. I have not seen this. You said something about a TikTok video. I had no idea what you were talking about. Let's see what this is.
You know what the problem is? The problem is that, you know how there's people who make $12 an hour.
So he was saying, he's talking to someone on the computer and he's saying, you know what the problem is? There's some people who make $12 an hour.
You know how there's people who make $12 an hour, and then they've got their little power center where they get to enforce rules and feel special, and they're big and powerful of that kind of thing.
There's a ginger ale.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying to the lady who just came in here and had to have.
Who is he talking to?
When I was
only can assume it's a friend of his.
Let's assume.
And we all see this person that, you go to a fast food place, they're on their phone, they're the only person that matters. You want to hear their conversation.
Right.
So
he was sorry if it was low. I realized the pot was kind of low, but you can't really see it. So yeah, he's basically complaining to someone on the screen about how, how when people are paid shit, you get shit service. I guess it's just to kind of surmise what I was hearing, but he's saying it loud enough so everyone can hear him.
He's being very obnoxious.
Obnoxious John. All right. So now there are two biddies here. Who are these women? Are they asking him for sexual favors?
I believe that's his wife with this sweater, and
Really?
the other lady is a medical worker telling him to calm down.
All right. OJ is saying this based on knowing nothing, but he assumes. We're just assuming here. This is the show where we always assume.
I gotta deal with this piece of shit. You call that?
Whoa, I got to deal with this piece of shit. Who's he talking about? His wife?
I would suspect that he's talking to the healthcare worker.
Okay. Right. Okay. That would make more sense for some people. There's no way that woman in the red sweater is his wife.
I'm assuming that, but it looks like she is. If you hit pause for a second.
Yeah.
I heard Joe's defense, and he said they were there for 6 hours, and they were just getting ready to leave. She was wrapping up, and I believe that's what she's telling the nurse care worker.
Right. And now
we're almost done.
His wife does not have cancer. She has MS, and this is some kind of treatment place where they treat for MS as well, or the same kind of treatment, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Again, we're assuming. We don't know anything. That's why this is so much fun. Yeah, that is absolutely not his wife. Can't be. Whoa. Hit her.
Rewind that there.
Hit her. Wait. What's that old guy? Is that the guy with the bat? I'm assuming. That's right. Right? Allegedly. Words. All right, I'm rewinding a little bit. I still conclude that the woman in the red sweater is not his wife.
I mean, he's basically threatening this woman, shush me one more time. Shush me one more time.
And I'll blow your fucking head off.
Right.
Tell me to shush one
one more time. Go ahead and tell me to shush one more time.
Is that KC? Oh.
I've been listening to your face and mouth.
Wow.
I agree.
You need to shut your mouth. Be grateful. I second that. Everybody knows you heard you. Shut your
That's
mouth.
pretty much the end of it.
You have to be a real piece of garbage for an entire cancer ward to think you're a cancer.
Right.
Holy shit. Joe, what say you? He's not here. But again, if you want to send him the link, you can send him a link. If you want to explain yourself, Joe, how dare you?
I wouldn't know how to get a hold of him.
So what? But what was like the so they were just there for 6 hours. He's cranky. Everyone's cranky. Everyone's dying. It's cancer. Dr. Steve somewhere around asking everybody if they want a cameo. I assume, everyone's frustrated.
Right, but again, the
No,
world
I'm not
doesn't revolve around you.
Oh, I understand. Yes,
everybody's cranky. Nobody's having a good time hanging out there. So
I understand. I understand completely. But yeah, no, that is crazy. And and brandishing a gun at your neighbor. I don't care what your neighbor has done. There's nothing good. Like what is going to come of that besides shit? Like someone has to move. Someone it's just not good. Like, why are you doing that?
yeah, it just seems like again, this is just speculation, but this seems to be a pattern with Joe. I don't know much about the man, but you see this video,
right.
you hear about the this gun incident, and it turns out he could allegedly he's lying. He went on air and said the guy hit him with a baseball bat, and Muttering Jay found these reports, and it turns out that's not the case.
But why did he lie about that? Well, it doesn't. The story he told sounds worse on him than the real story. Like the real story almost sounds like the guy kind of attacked him, or am I wrong?
Yeah,
Like
because
for
the
no-
dog peed on his yard. Here, I wrote down. Wait, where was Joe's quote? I wrote down. Okay,
This is the place you come for news with people who know nothing about news.
Spy report. Spy report.
in both cases, Joe said he quoted to the people after he ran his mouth, started all his shit. Now shit's getting real. Joe's quote: "You've got to be kidding me." In both situations. So I have a feeling this kind of thing happens to Joe a lot. He runs his mouth and shit gets real. And oh my God, now you want to beat my ass? Why?
Right.
I don't understand. You got to be kidding me.
And he's carrying a gun. Oh man. As someone who owns 8,000 guns, you are not making us look good, Joe. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know how deep you want to go into this whole Muttering Jay aspect of it, but
He is our head news anchor. We shall go as deep as you feel that we should. I pull up some of those police report things, and I'll put you in solo mode.
all right, give me a moment.
Solo mode. That's where we only see obnoxious John. We call him OJ Samsonite, just like the guy who allegedly cut off his wife's head and a waiter too. But the jury was really stupid and bought the whole racist cop thing. Okay, here we go. World exclusive. Shuli's Anonymous reporting that Network's producer Joe was arrested for pointing a gun at an elderly man. It's now claimed producer Joe was arrested for aiming a gun at a 77-year-old man, which we know is not true, right? Wasn't that in the police report that he had the gun pointed down?
Yeah.
In a down position. The gun was never pointed at the man who was dying of cancer, correct?
That is true.
No, I don't think that's true. But I'm just throwing all speculation. This is the news network that assumes. That is our motto. We assume You correct. So please call us 973-440-9770. Here's a police report. What is this? The one where it says it was not a bat? Advised that while he was walking his dog, that the dog urinated on the mailbox of Mr. He stated that Mr. advised him to stop allowing his dog to do this, and then approached Russo with a wooden dowel in a threatening manner. He stated that he dropped the dowel and pushed Mr. Russo in the chest, and that he then fell to the ground, and Mr. landed on top of him and punched him in the left cheek area, causing bruising and discoloration to his face. The two then continued to roll on the ground, naked, nude, oiled up, fighting until another resident separated the two, who were deep in a tongue kiss. Upon speaking with Mr. he stated that he started the altercation by pushing Russo in the chest during a recorded statement. Yeah. So why wouldn't Russo go with the story? Like, the guy said, hey, I started it. I pushed the guy.
I don't know.
And why he chose, like, it's almost like you're lying for no reason. Sticky Finger Melendez, thank you for the $4.99 green dot. That is a fantastic green dot. Thank you. I think I said Sticky Fingers.
I think you did too. Stink Finger Melendez.
I'm only 16.
That's a great name.
Never graduated. Stink Finger Melendez. Thank you for the $4.99.
Ayla, $2 for OJ. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That's not how this works. No, yes, $2 for OJ. Thank you, De La Soul. Yeah, so that's why I'm confused, because I did see that. There's nothing about a baseball bat. He had a dowel. World exclusive. Russo lies that neighbor marched down the driveway like a Nazi and wanted to fight. Police report says otherwise. Sounds to me like the neighbor was going about his lawful business. He opened his door and the Uncle Rico Show's producer Joe immediately removed his firearm. I view the footage gathered by Mr. surveillance cameras and observed the following. The defendant exited his residence at approximately 09:29 hours and stood in the driveway with a firearm on his holster, on his hip. An unknown neighbor was heard talking to him, and the defendant waved at him, and a verbal salutation was heard. The door of Mr. residence was heard opening, at which point the defendant immediately removed his firearm from his holster, held it at an angle towards the ground, and stood in a defensive stance. Based on my training and experience, I recognize the firearm position to be considered a low ready position, and his stance was consistent with a shooting stance. I then heard Mr. vehicle start and observed the defendant take a step forward toward the end of his driveway. As Mr. backed his vehicle out of the driveway, he clearly turned to position his vehicle away from the, I can't read because your name's in the way. As he drove away, I observed the defendant take steps towards the vehicle while something in the driveway. This is the news you can trust. From the moment the defendant removed his firearm from his holster through the point Mr. drove away, it appeared as if the defendant's gaze was fixed on Mr. like a Terminator that had his sights on his prey. My God, Softcast, thank you for the $5. Producer Joe threatened to shoot me after I left the toilet seat up in a Wendy's bathroom. Yes. God damn, he is a animal. I hope the Fixins bar. Does Wendy's still have a Fixins bar? I think I just dated myself. I don't think I've been to a Wendy's in forever. Does Wendy's still even have baked potatoes? Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know.
My older brother works at a Wendy's. I should ask him all these things. Thank you, Softcast, for the $5. What the fuck is going on? So are these two separate occasions? Right? So
yeah,
the first one,
totally different things. Yeah.
Okay. Now, why did it say that he attacked his left cheek when it was obvious in the picture it's his right cheek?
That's a very good observation. I didn't even see that.
I have Casey Ajita. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things in all of this. And I did notice that. I noticed that one little detail that was weird. Dayla, thank you for the $2 for Tukey.
So I have a couple other things. I don't know if we really want to put them up. It's just like anger management classes.
Oh, I saw that. He like graduated like 4 hours or something. Whoop-de-doo. Is that it? You can brandish your gun at someone and all you have to do is 4 hours of anger management?
Ah, fuck it.
Do you have that one? Was it 4 hours?
Is that showing?
Yeah, 4 hours of impulse control / anger management. And they just put like a 4 sticker. What the crap? Philip Russo. Who's Philip Russo? Is that the Mike and the Mad Dog, right?
I think so.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mike and the Mad Dog program. Holy shit. 4 hours of anger management. How did he survive? Thank you, Dayla, for the $2. You are a beloved chatter. Dayla, $2 for the Dabbler. Thank you again, Dayla. You are wonderful. Yeah, what else? So the other thing that came out today was that producer Joe was on some kind of MSNBC show, and it's very interesting because you can tell he's pretty green to being on TV. He's just looking down and looking away and all this stuff, but the material is so fucking boring. However, our wonderful OG dabbler, Cranberry Electric, put out a video edited today, and I want to play that for everybody. Everybody go to @Cranberry Electric. I can only assume that's what it is, on YouTube, and give him a follow. He is fantastic. He does nice wrap-ups and kind of reviews about what's going on in the Dabbleverse or whatever's left of it, and he did a wonderful job editing Joe on MSNBC. It's called Thanks, Joy.
Joining me now is Jennifer Rubin of the Washington Post, Ovik Roy for research on equal opportunity, and Phil Russo, a former member of the Orlando Tea Party. And Phil, I'm going to go to you first, my friend. Phil and I have known each other for a very long time, mostly interacting over email and online, because you were in the Tea Party. And we had many debates about the Tea Party back in the day, where you would say it's not about race, it's about small government and economics. In your view, what happened to them? Because they are not available to talk about Donald Trump bailing out farmers and doing tariffs.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Joy. It's always great to chat with you about these things.
YouTube.com/@Cranberry Electric.
But, you know, and this is a debate that, you know, like I said, we had back then, and that I kind of want to have again, Phil, because there was a sense among a lot of people who were observing those rallies where you'd see the witch doctor, President Obama,
Can you, like,
depicted as a witch
shut
doctor,
up?
a lot of really racist signage. That the Tea Party was saying it was about small government, and that the funders of it, the people like the Koch brothers, cared about cutting their own
You're a
taxes and not
stupid
paying for social
dumbass.
services, but that the people who were showing up really just hated Barack Obama. And so I wonder if now that you see that they are silent, that the people they elected are now quietly going along with the idea of a huge farm bailout, that maybe the people who said the Tea Party was not real, that it was really about a discomfort with the black president,
no.
maybe we're right.
Well, I think, Joy, I really think it was real at first.
Well, you guys should get to know Phil. Phil's a good guy. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate you being here. Good to talk to you again.
Sure.
Jennifer, thank you.
Fantastic, Cranberry Electric. Wonderful. Yeah, because I was like, I saw that get shared, and I was like, oh man, I want to play clips of this, but I was like, man, it is boring, but it's kind of funny, his eyes and all that stuff. Voltaire 325, thank you for the $4.99. Beware, Chad will dox you if you dare cross him, like he's a dirty person from the boot-shaped country or something. I agree with you, Voltaire. He did say he is part Italian. We have heard that from the Z-Man, the ZD Man. Thank you, Voltaire, for the $4.99. Yeah,
Oh man, I was on mute that whole time. Voltaire, I
Yes, you were.
apologize for missing that super chat, and thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Thank you. You are a beloved chatter. Speaking of beloved chatter, the mystery potato that I sent the link to has not jumped on yet. So I'm going to send a link to a special guest and see if he takes my invite. Jules David, thank you for the $10. You're a wonderful lady. Please put this towards my order of El Horrible guacamole. Yes, El Horrible guacamole. Because when you think guacamole, you think guy who does podcasting in his basement. Yes, we are releasing El Horrible guacamole soon. I will go buy some guacamole somewhere and slap a El Horrible sticker and charge you 4 times the price. And then we'll talk about how wonderful our guacamole is. Thank you, Jules David. Dayla, $2 I give individually for taxes. Well, thank you, Dayla. That always helps us greatly. I really do appreciate that. Chico Ruizing, thank you for the $5. Producer Joe threatened to shoot me until I addressed him as king of all dabblers. Is he part Italian? Yes, I think we have figured out today that part of the reason that people don't like Producer Joe is because he's Italian. So you can't really blame all the beloved chatters for disliking him because, as we all know, Italians are the worst kind of people that have ever lived. They stink.
I gotta say, I found it interesting. He mentioned on a show about people that do shows about Stuttering John and how, I'm paraphrasing, but you know, how we're basically losers. And I just find that ironic.
Yes.
That he was once the king of all dabblers, supposedly, and now he doesn't want anything to do with the Stuttering John stuff. It's kind of
just like the Uncle Rico show.
Right.
What the hell is going on? How can you develop your whole network based on John and then one day go, well, I guess I kind of did the same thing, huh? I based my whole thing on the whole dabbler thing. And
yeah, it's a little different, though. It's a little different. I think from the beginning you've been doing different. You haven't just been doing Stuttering John.
Fucked up. Yes. No, I haven't. That's why, yeah, we started transitioning away from Stuttering John pretty early on. Like once we realized that John.
Well, they just started a Uncle Rico show season 2 with a whole new theme song, and yeah,
a whole new theme song.
Yeah, it's basically a shit version of the original song.
Really? Why did they? I have not heard that. I would love to hear it.
That's pretty bad.
I'm sure it's wonderful. Again, we are non-objective reporters, and we only bring you the facts. And the fact is, Mike Moore stinks. Anyway, where were we? So I think we're done with Joe. I don't know if there's anything else. If anyone has anything to add on the Joe saga, please call in 973-440-9770. What was the other show I listened to? Oh, Ray. Can you believe how our live stream blew up so many things in the Dabbleverse? Hold on, caller. Hey, you're on the air.
Hi, am I speaking to BeDabbler?
You are. How are you, sir? Or madam?
Oh, I'm good, man. Thank you. How come Shuley, who's got enough problems as it is attached himself to this loser Joe? Like, you look at this guy, it's not so much that, like, no one knows who Joe is, right? But I always, like, you kind of judge someone by, you know, their friends, right? Like, who do they hang out with? Who do they associate with? Who do they think is smart? And is Shuley, like, looking at this, like, it takes 3 seconds looking at Joe to realize he's a joker. Right? Like, this guy is clearly unstable. And then this is like your main employee. This is what you're building the network around. And where are the posters? Where are the posters? I heard multiple reports of no one got posters at this Pottstown massacre. Yes. And, you know, it's not about it's not about the posters because poster sucks, Joe sucks. No one cares about either of these things. It's more about like surely if you went to Howard and Howard was like, "Can you put on this show?" and you did this, would you still have a job? Like, this is pathetic. Like, this is how you put money on the table. Like, you can't make posters. Like, the easiest stuff. You can't organize a hotel the day beforehand. Like, what are you doing during the 40 hours a week when other people are working?
You're right.
Like, it's just gross. It's fucking gross. Like, it just shows incompetence. And that's what I dislike most. I'll hang up and you can, I'll listen off the air.
I appreciate your call, buddy. Thank you. Yes, you're right. Where are the posters? Now, like I was saying before that call, our last live stream broke a lot of things that continued into the Dabbleverse or whatever this shit is called for the whole week. And that's why I was so frustrated to be on the white sands of Bora Bora going, we broke that. And thank you, Carlos Danger, for always giving us credit for things. But yeah, the pink blanket saga, the Ray staying in someone else's room saga, and now the posters. I was going to talk about the posters. No one is talking about the posters. Where are the posters? I do have a clip of Bob Levy admitting that they didn't have posters. Do you know anything about posters?
I did hear producer Joe say they're going to go through the list and send people posters. I don't know if he was being sarcastic or if they're actually doing that. We have a super chat from one of the big birds, Terry Nee, $2.
Terry Nee, thank you so much for $2. Thank you for this. I love Joe now more than ever. Yes, he's beating up cancer patients, allegedly. He's pulling guns on dogs. This man knows no bounds.
We also, I gotta say before I forget too, we also broke one of Shuli's lies in that stream where when he was berating Ray and telling him, Ray, you know, you're on stage. I'm running the show. I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Well, it turns out Shuli was having a cigarette during Ray's set.
Who told us that? Cardiff?
It was Cardiff Electric.
My God, Cardiff, you have a big mouth for a potato.
I got a problem with Shuli right now.
What?
He's just been lying a lot and treating me like shit.
We'll get into it.
Sure.
All right, here's the clip about the posters, and I caught this when I was cramming for my finals today.
I see, beloved chatter.
Oh, did we? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I read that.
There you go.
Bob, what's your feelings on the KC versus Melton beef? Oh yeah, what's going? I saw that.
No, I really don't know.
It's coming up, I promise.
Because when I listened to Melton, I listened early in the morning, and he didn't definitely get to it, so I have no idea. I don't know how it started, what it's about, but I know it's happening. That's it.
Yeah, I saw some of it. Yeah, him and
yeah, can somebody answer this? What happened to the signed posters? People were promised that purchased VIP tickets.
Tell us, Joe.
There was no flyers. I know, or whatever the fuck they were. But
Ray,
I don't know.
what happened?
What happened to the signed posters and people were promised that I have no idea. I have no idea about that. I didn't know.
Why would Ray know anything about that, Joe? What did you do with the signed poster? Did you sign that or sell them on eBay?
Any posters? Or
I guess what could be done is basically get the things and get them signed and get them to the people. I guess that when you buy a ticket, does it come up with your stuff? So,
yeah. So we've got their email addresses.
Okay, so that's
there. You go.
Ray, don't dox them.
So they're coming. They're coming for you.
Ray knows nothing. Ray is saying they're coming. He knows nothing. A decision was literally just made on the spot because no one knows. And the caller was right. Our caller. This is the easiest thing that they could have done. Why did they not have at least signed posters? What is happening? How are they making money doing these live shows? Why do they keep trying to do these live shows? I can almost guarantee you I will never do a live show ever until I have like 10,000 live viewers. I see no reason to do a live show.
Maybe we could do like a live poker event or some shit, you know?
Oh, that would be fun. Yes, if anyone's doing a poker tournament, I'll be there. There you go. But yeah, man. Oh, these live shows and how can they make money? They had to fly out. Don't Studjo Depot and Joe both live in Florida? Florida, I mean.
I believe ESO does also.
All of them. They all live in Florida. They all had to be flown up to perform at the Pottstown Massacre. I'm exhausted, OJ. Oh, we've only done an hour. I thought we were into hour 4.
It would be interesting, though, to see what kind of money they made off of the event. Was it really worth it? I mean, at the
you can do the math. Didn't they say they sold like 365 tickets?
Yeah.
Something like that. And what was the highest selling ticket? 40 bucks. Without a poster. So they saved on the posters that money and Sharpies. They didn't even have to buy any Sharpies because apparently no one went up to them at the meet and greets. Listen, if El Horrible did it was stupid enough to do a meet and greet, I wouldn't expect anyone to come meet and greet me either. This is ridiculous.
Well, if you take 360 and times it by 40, that's if every ticket was a VIP.
Right.
That'd be $14,500.
Exactly. Okay, now how much is it to rent a place? Let's say at least 5,000, something like that. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. I don't know why anyone even bother trying to do this. But then there are, at least shows that don't draw. Like if you can't draw as a former Stern show alumni thing outside of Philly, which was the number 2 Stern market, how the fuck do you think you're going to draw anywhere else? Chicago, Vegas, Denver? Bullshit, man. There's no way you can make money on this shit. It's ridiculous. It's such a small niche audience. They're lucky they get super chats as much as we do. Be thankful for that. Just go in your mom's basement and do a show for the people. I'm all worked up, OJ. I don't know what to do. But yeah, it was interesting to see how much of the things that came out on our stream were actually brought up all week. And again, thank you, Carlos Danger, for always saying, well, that was on BeDabbler's stream.
Yeah, for some reason, Shuli it seems like he doesn't like to talk about this show, even as much as I was involved with their show. And I never
I could give a rat's
No,
ass.
I never asked for any plugs. I never did that, but I just found
idiot.
I found it interesting that, he was acting like he didn't know who we were.
Voltaire 325 199. Will you comment on NLO attacking KC hard? Yes, of course. I loved it. That was one of the only things I did catch. I didn't catch all of that, but yes, Melton. I am a Melton man. Has discovered KC. We will talk about that. I was gonna save Casey for the end, and then Casey is going to do a live stream where Casey's saying he quits. Look at that forehead, my God. Casey, why are you cutting your hair to look like a penis? Just cut it all off. Jules David, you're a lovely lady. $2. They made money by charging $8 for a bottle of water. What the fuck? Woodstock 3. Is that true? I heard Ray DeVito ate two cheeseburgers.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Save some for the rest of us, Raytard. All right, again, we're jumping all around the fucking world, but yeah, I wanted to talk about Ray because I'm amazed at how the one stupid little lie blew up into all of this week's content. Like, why was Ray so defensive about the blanket and why does anyone give a shit if Teamster Tim let you in his room? Ray, who gives a shit? Besides the fact that Teamster Tim has been held up in jail by the FBI for the last 3 days for hotel fraud. They caught him, Ray, because of your big stupid mouth.
I think I must be a little crazy because I actually understand Ray's lie.
Yes, you are retarded as
I'm
well.
retarded.
What do you mean you understand his lie? One, they didn't even ask him about the room. They were asking about the fucking blanket.
Right.
Why did he just fall apart like
I'm
an
not
interrogation?
defending his thinking now. I'm saying I understand it. He was tying together the pink blanket, pink sheet, whatever the hell it was, with the hotel because other streams have talked about it, joking like, oh, did he steal the sheets from the hotel? So in Ray's mind, those two things are connected.
You are giving him way too much credit.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's how Ray thinks.
He is a grade A dummy. Jerry Winters, thank you for $5. No posters equals fraud. Yes. Where are the posters? What say you? Producer Joe is still not there. But yes, if you want the link, Producer Joe, and you are in the chat or something, reach out. Explain yourselves. Anyway, I just think Ray is incredibly stupid. But we do have a couple of things. We do have Shuli mentioning that Ray did actually have a place to stay before the event, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. This is called Casey was offered. This is from Shuli's Anonymous. Thank you, Shuli's Anonymous. It was posted by Cheap Side Mirrors. And it has 0 comments. It's very interesting. I don't it was just posted today at some point.
I don't know if Phelan and DePace are still coming. I'm going to talk to them today. And yeah, other than that, that's it.
Is that
That's the
Ray?
lineup. Oh, and Ray.
Ray's already there.
Yeah.
He's looking for a room. He's going to.
Interesting.
Casey was planning his act last week. Tell him to do dirty material. What,
Yeah,
as opposed to his cruise ship set. I mean,
He's going to send it to me, and we're going to go over it. I'm going to do his show, I think, Wednesday or Thursday night. I think it might be Wednesday. So,
well, I told him he could crash at the house with us.
What?
So you don't have to worry about Casey. You don't have to worry about.
Now, Casey did not crash there.
I don't know if Phelan.
But Casey was also offered a place to crash. And that clip makes it seem like they invited Ray to stay there.
And Shuli the other day went on stream and said that he never offered Casey a place.
Liar, liar, Yamaka on fire.
I wish I would have pulled that clip, but it's just from a couple days ago.
Yes, you should have pulled the clip because now it just looks like we're assuming.
No.
There's so much going on, OJ. No vacancy. Thank you, Redbird. Yes, no vacancy. But again, Ray invited himself on this show. They did not want Ray on the show. And God forbid he stay even in the bathtub. They did not want Ray at the house. Ray, on Monday, Shuli gave you a clean out to leave the Shuli network. You should have taken it. There's no reason for you to be on the Shuli network. You can do all this crap by yourself. And the other thing, Ray, is I don't want to talk about it. Ray, you did a show with your ex-girlfriend the other day, Michael Strahan. That was the worst, most boring garbage I've ever listened to, Ray. You need to talk about how dumb you are. That's the only thing that's entertaining about you, Ray. I'm sorry. You need tough love. You stink. And you're delusional. You either have brain damage or I think someone's talked about your meds or something. But yeah, man, you just are embarrassing yourself constantly. This is coming from a 16-year-old in a mask. But yeah, man. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I sound like Chad. Am I crushing a young retard's dreams, OJ?
I think so. I think Ray has a place in this strange podcasting universe.
Of course, everyone has a place, but why are people listening and giving money?
Ray, at the end of the day, is still a lovable guy.
He's becoming less lovable to me, honestly. With every single day. One, because he accused me of faking a video without looking at it, which angers me. And two, he just keeps doing these things. Like I don't care what anyone says, Ray. They did not want Ray on that show. And then for him to stay there, they didn't want that either. So they said, you know what? He invited himself onto the show, but we're not having him invite himself into the hotel.
And I'll tell you what,
should be a cue to leave. Do your own thing. Yes.
They forgot they invited him on the show, and I'm going to investigate that because I remember hearing Shuli ask him to do the show. I'm going to go back and research and find. I actually started looking for it earlier today, but I will find that clip of Shuli telling Ray to come on to the show. So we'll find out if he just asked him to hang out or if he asked him to actually do the show.
Spy report. Spy report.
You heard it here, folks. OJ will do the research. That's going to be really hard to find. I'm sure if you say it's there, I believe you, buddy, but I don't. I tend to remember it. I remember it differently. Holy crap. I have KC fucking heartburn today. Acid reflux.
Is your shoulder hurting?
Yes, my shoulder hurts. Ow, daddy, why did you make me wrestle? Thank you to Jeff Cooper for becoming a member. For $3.99, you get everything. We do a members only live stream once a month. We just did one last week, which I put that up for free for everyone because everyone was talking about it. But I do appreciate everyone who paid to see it live. For $3.99, you get to see the members only live stream live, and then the members only video people will, they get to see it. But thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate it.
Did I get to this chat the no posters fraud?
Yeah, we saw that one. OJ, I know exactly where it's at.
Oh well, Sam, send it to us, buddy.
Do you think he means he knows? Oh, okay. He's saying, OJ, if you read this, let me know. I know exactly what video it is. Okay, then go get it. Send it to us. You could send it to. Do you have an email?
On Twitter. I'm not an email guy.
All right, send it on Twitter to @obnoxiousJohn, or you can send it to bedabblershow@gmail.com. And let us know when you sent it, and I will play it. Because I tend to believe, OJ, it's the March 21st Rock Bottom show.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sam.
All right, I'll make a note of that. We might not get to it today, but we will, because we still have to find it. We have to find the spot.
That's no problem. Like the double speed. I'll find it.
Double speed is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
March 21st, Rock Bottom. Okay. Thank you for that, Sam V.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
What else? Yeah, man, I don't know. I every time, because there's so many times I almost told. So we have a Ray puppet. A Ray puppet has been purchased.
It's great too. It's hilarious.
So Tukey will have a new friend this week. I don't know if Tukey is going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday. He will definitely not be on Monday. I will let everyone know as soon as I know. See, now Sam V is saying the timeline is between March 19th and the 24th.
No, I believe he's probably right, because it would have been after DoubleCon, and that was probably around the time they were announcing.
But is it definitely on the Rock Bottom podcast and not one of Shuli's 20 fucking shows hosted by the same three?
I'm determined to find it, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Hey, you're talking to a guy that listened to hours upon hours of Stuttering John clips, so I can make it through a few shows of
God. They use that as torture for pedophiles in Indonesia. You are a brave soul and a beloved chatter.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. My special guest. Let me go back there. My special guest, who I sent a link to, has not seen it. So I don't know if he's going to come on. The last time he was active was 3 hours ago. I know for a fact he doesn't have a stand-up show today. I don't think. Did Chad say he had a stand-up show today?
I haven't. I've been checked out of Chad. I've been watching MLC a little bit more.
Yeah, that's another thing. MLC now is disintegrating. Everyone's losing their minds. Okay, so back to Ray Devito. So I heard Ray Devito doxed a bunch of people at Compound Media on the orders of Kevin Brennan.
I believe so.
And how can you tell me Ray DeVito is not a slow adult? That is like literally something that you do to slow adults.
Well,
like
Ray was in a car accident, so I think there's,
they take out
his
parts of his
wiring
brain.
might be a little bit, yeah, he might be off a little bit there.
That brain sloshing around like Princess Di. My God, Ray. How can you do that just because the man is paying you? What else will you do? Choke out a baby because Kevin Brennan's behind you going, fucking do it, Ray. Who's fucking paying you? I'm your fucking daddy now, Ray. Fucking finish that baby, Ray. Bite its tongue out, Ray. I'm fucking giving you $20, you fucking idiot. I'm gonna fucking kill you, Ray, if you don't kill that fucking baby. Disgusting. MLC is live. Charlotte Prolific, thank you for the $4.99. Don't y'all think Bob could do really well on his own channel? Why do you think he does so many shows for Shuli? Also, y'all are hilarious. Thank you very much, Charlotte Prolific. I guess Bob could do well. He seems to do well but doesn't Bob already have his own shows? He has like 3 of his own shows, right?
Tonight, Out of the Coffin, he does 3 days a week. I think that what this beloved chatter is saying, why doesn't he just do it on his own?
Oh, his own channel. Yeah. Well, he needs someone to set it all up. I think it's probably it's almost like how we're all working for YouTube. We deal with the 30% that YouTube takes because it's like, are we going to fucking set up our own live streaming platform? No. Is Bob going to set up his own YouTube channel? No. So he just, he lets Shuli take a percentage of whatever. Because literally Bob just has to show up. That's it. It's great. That's a great gig. I love it.
I have a show title for Bob. There was that movie, What About Bob? There should be a show all about Bob. And I agree with this chatter. Get on your own, get your own producer, get your own YouTube channel. And
this is great. This is everything we're doing here is just great. We're curing cancer with these podcasts. We are doing the things that you people can't do at home with your miserable lives. And you have to come and look into our rooms and be gazed and awed by all the things that we're doing here, and I got a pool. Gives a shit. All these people are angering me. I'm sick of everyone. I personally am a bit bobbed out. You know how Shuli is johned out? We were all johned out at DabbleCon, Shuli. Way to get on board. Daylaw, thank you for the $2. Great KB impression. Thank you. Yes, I have been known to dabble in Kevin Brennan impressions. Thank you for noticing, Dayla.
I still love Bob. He's the one guy over there that
No, you don't. I pay you, OJ. You hate Bob. No, that's not true. I don't
Bob
do
is
that.
The golden goose of all these shows.
The golden goose.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jerry Winters, thank you for the $10. How are these replacement posters gonna work? So is Shuli going to sign the poster and then mail it to Bob? And then is Bob going to sign it and send it to Perry? What the fuck? Did they even order them? I want receipts. Jerry Winters, you make a good fucking point. These people are not in the same time zone. They're all in different time zones, let alone the same state. When are they ever going to all be together? You're right. You're fucking right, Jerry Winters. There are no posters. You're not going to get them. They're gone. Forget about it. And you heard it here first. God, this is so much fun. Why is this so much fun being a Yenta?
But really, getting back to Bob,
who's Bob?
If he's not on any of these shows on Shuli, there's no shows. There is no. The Uncle Rico show is not as successful as it was.
They're not doing it anymore. What are their shows? They're just going to do the BS show, and they're going to be Steel Toe, but instead of a husband-wife duo, it's Shuli and Bob and their slow friend who won't fucking go away, and they're stuck with forever. B Smiley the Third, $2. Thank you so much. Streamlabs Dono service takes much less than YouTube. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that.
That's what the we were using at the old place.
Yeah, I think it's still hooked up to ours because I never did anything and that retard put it on my page. So I assume you can donate there too. Well, I appreciate that info, but please just donate however you want. I don't give a shit. Voltaire 325, thank you for the 199. Casey was allegedly going to have Artie on next week. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. That is fucking bullshit. He's another one. Get to the party a little too late, did you, Casey? God damn, these guys just saw people getting money and were like, oh, I could do that. I could get on and fucking talk. People want to hear. Casey, the only thing we're interested now is in your blatant homosexuality. Like, my God, you are homosexual now, right? Like, you admitted it, and now you're doing a whole series with Vince about how you finally kissed a guy and you liked it. Oh, my God. What does stubble feel like when you're kissing it? Ugh.
Am I the last one that still loves Casey?
Yes! Why do you have this soft spot for all these dummies? And then everyone, people send them money because, they're going to read my thing. Now, please, you're not a dummy if you send money to me, and I will read your things. I love you. You are beloved chatter. But for all these other dummies, and then when I say dummies, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Ray DeVitos of the world, the KCs of the world, the Mike Buschettis, the retarded three. The fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I definitely have empathy for guys like that. I
did you ever work with them before? Trainables?
Actually, believe it or not, I had a job.
I can tell.
I was driving mentally challenged and handicapped kids to school when I was like, oh God, in my early 20s.
Yep. I can tell you do have a soft spot for the mentally challenged. It's admirable, I guess, but man, I can't deal with it. I have no patience. I just had my little cousins here for a couple of days and I couldn't deal with that. My God.
Plus, I have a few childhood friends I'm still friends with to this day that are really insane. So I guess I'm just used to insane people.
It's ridiculous. Let me look through my list of notes I made. I don't know if there's anything that you can think of. Guys, if you want to call in and give your take on everything that's been happening this past week between Ray DeVito being stupid or KC being gay or anyone else. Let's take a call right now.
Hey, BeDabbler.
How you doing, Rusty?
Oh, I'm barely holding it together. I mean, when you started your show with that KC montage, I got a hard on. I started jerking it, and he's calling it quits. I'm torn up.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna watch it together, buddy. We're gonna get in on KC, and we're gonna see what his big announcement is. Why would he be quitting? Is it because Vince outed him as a homo queersicle?
Maybe so. I don't know. I had a contest to announce with KC, but I guess I'll just have to do another bit because, well, that won't work since he's quitting.
What was your contest going to be? I'm intrigued.
Well, I talked to KC earlier this week. I guess he lost too much blood that day, and we were going to have a KC co-host contest for an on-air audition.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, he needs a co-host, and I was going to tell everyone, get in the live chat, say you're here for the contest, and you'd be entered. Then after it goes off the air, comment again in the comment section. Then you'd be entered twice the chance to be KC's co-host for an on-air audition.
Wow, that is tremendous. Well, Casey did say he was going to start a new series with Vince the Lawyer. Did you see that interview?
I haven't watched the Vince episode yet. I saw it's one of his more lengthy ones. You know, KC, he was doing like an hour at a time.
Yeah.
Because he had to get off the air to watch radio gunk like a professional broadcaster.
Yeah. Oh, I got to end my show. My favorite other show is coming on. Like, yeah. What a douche.
Oh, talk about glory days. I've got to listen to the podcast talking about the great times at Stern instead of doing my own show.
Right.
KC, please, we're here to help.
You were
Accept
there.
This co-host gift.
You were there. Casey was there, but he'd rather listen to people who weren't there and just listen, like moi. What a dumb.
My heart's broken. The show is fucking awful, but we love Casey. We can help.
Yes, I agree. We could help. Yes, I do. I was a big KC fan when he was on, when he was on Stern and stuff. But something about this
My favorite era was the case. I think that's why I have that attachment to him. Also, is that was my favorite era was when Casey was on the show. So
yeah, it was great. He was great. It was from like 97 to like 2003 or something like that. But yeah, it was a great era of the show. It was prime Artie years.
Yeah,
it was some Jackie years.
bridge.
Yeah, it was.
Between Billy West leaving and Artie coming on regularly. Well, there was some crossover too with KC and Artie. It was a nice bridge.
Yes, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but didn't Casey also kind of, I'm not going to say he invented it, but didn't he push for like the homeless game or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
He was heavily involved with that. It didn't
Great
really
producer.
Yeah, he was great. He was fantastic. But this new Casey is weird to me. It's like Casey went off to war and he had an identical brother, and the real Casey died in war, but no one found out. And the identical brother was like, holy shit, people are making money off of being old Stern guys. I should go and pretend to be my brother Casey. He looks like he got a lobotomy. What is happening? And he just reeks of, hey guys, I'm back for your money.
Yeah, and he's all the time talking, why are people being so mean? Like that was the Stern Show humor.
Yeah.
Being mean.
Who do you think you're
some
talking
of us are
to?
Trolls, but some of us are busting balls.
Agreed. Who do you think you're talking to? And this world's most amazing people? Who the fuck cares? And why do they all seem to be from Long Island? What a coincidence. All the world's most amazing women and people are from Long Island. How much to get a book signed in your blood, Casey? Ugh.
That would be a moneymaker.
I'd buy that book. I wouldn't buy it if he signed it with ink, but blood, that's worth something.
That's what I'm saying. If he signed some books in his blood, he'd sell those motherfuckers. Anyway, what else did you want to talk about, Rusty? Did you have any lists?
Oh, I've got some items for sale. I've got a lot. It may take a lot of phone calls to get all these out.
Oh, wonderful. Do you want to describe an item?
Yeah, absolutely. You see, I was getting to be a big Shuley fan network, so I've got a bunch of Shuley merch, and I don't want it anymore. And I know there's a lot. Well, there's some Shuley fans in the audience. A lot may be a little much, but yeah, maybe if anyone wants this Shuley merch, I don't want it anymore.
Do you have any signed posters? I know some people who are looking for those.
Shuley signed my DabbleCon poster, but I want to keep that.
That is fantastic. All right, Rusty. Thank you for the call. Call back anytime. I'm going to let you go. All right, bud?
Absolutely. I'll call back with all my Shuley Show merch.
Thank you, buddy. Talk to you then. Bad with 2Ds. Thank you for the $5. I say we meet up at Denny's. Yes. Someone ask Artie which Denny's we should all go to, and we will be there in a second. Dayla, thank you for the $2. God bless OJ Simpson. Yes. God bless OJ Simpson, the real OJ 87, I think is that his thing? I used to tweet OJ every day asking him how he was making progress on finding the killer, but I ran out. I used to tweet him literally every day. Dub7, thank you for another super chat. $9.99. Richard Christie's Casey Armstrong parodies on Stern were so funny. Yes, if you go back to the beginning of this episode, you can hear a whole medley of Casey Armstrong songs.
And at least one of them was Richard Christie's.
Oh yeah, there were a couple of Richard Christie's, like guys. Give Casey the Beef Boys. Casey pose for gay photographs. The only one that wasn't in there, which we actually have separately, and this is a good time to play it, is this one. which is one of my favorites.
Oh, wow, man. Wait a second, man. Do you think Casey's going to go out with me this time? I sure hope so. I want to be your husband, fool. And the kid is right like hell, but I like the way you smell. I want to help you walk your tool. To be alone with him is what I really win. I like men that of course they never smell like fish. Oh, yeah. I love that man. Got it back. I'm home for Casey.
All right, so if I told you that Casey was mad because High Pitch Eric got on the air the other
What
day,
a crazy
called us
picture of
and said he
High
saw-
Pitch Eric. High Pitch Eric almost looks human in that picture.
Really? I don't.
And Puerto Rican. Anyway, I like that song parody. That was one of my favorites. Do you guys think Casey is looking to go out with me? I sure hope so. All right. So Casey, should we get on to Casey? Because he's going to be coming on in about a half hour. So what else do we have? Yeah, everyone pretty much played all the Carl Shuley thing. Shuley's done with John. Yeah, we pretty much covered all that. So the KC show. Again, I don't know how much of this is going to make sense anymore now that KC is apparently leaving us. We'll find out more of that in about a half hour. Keep it here for all your KC news and commentary. Melton has discovered KC, and Melton has done a fantastic job tearing Casey down. However, Melton doesn't know all the Casey lore. He doesn't know Casey's past. He just thinks Casey kind of just was an old stern guy who I guess has been live streaming for a while. But we all know that Casey just kind of popped up once, he saw the John stuff. And unfortunately, he got here a bit too late. I mean, I got here too late. I started in September and John was out by Halloween. So I had to adapt. But Casey literally came like at the new year. Like, I don't know. And his big thing was stories that everyone had pretty much heard. He had emails that all turned out to pretty much, I think maybe one or two were really John, and the rest were proven to be trolls by Ryan Sherman. It's Sharman, dummy. I know I can't read, but, I have to call other non-readers out. That's the only way we'll help each other. But yes, I know I'm a hypocrite because, El Horrible, don't you read the wrong word all the time? Yes. But it's funnier to me when KC does it. When I do it, I don't find it that funny. But when Casey does it, it's fucking hilarious. I know Casey. Casey did a whole monologue from like a movie. What was he doing? American Psycho or something to address Melton, who Vince was calling the fat bloomin' onion. I like Vince, but his Melton insults were, one, you just kept doing the same one over and over. I mean, if you're going to do it, you have to mix it up. And yes, Melton is a very big boy. He's like 6'7" or something. He 3 something or 500 pounds, 7'4", 580 pounds from Grenoble, France. But yeah, he's been beating up Casey pretty good to the point where Casey has even acknowledged it. And I have to imagine that Casey is quitting because of Melton, which is hilarious.
I want to know where did this come from? Twitter? Like, I know a couple people in the chat said this was true, but where did this come from? Where did this announcement?
It says it on his fucking show. The show that's coming up says, leaving podcasting show. I think I'm done. So this is another Chad, like, oh, can someone please tell me to stay? Daddy, you made me wrestle, but all I wanted to do was dopingly talk into a microphone. Please, Daddy. This is just another attention cry. He'll be back. What else is he going to do? All signs point to his mom is sleeping in the next room and he has to keep it down.
Poor Casey.
Again, the views of El Horrible do not necessarily reflect the thoughts of OJ, who has a boner for KC. Just like I have a boner for Melton. Miles Magooby, thank you for the $2. Ray made KB angry, so they ended MLC 20 minutes in. Oh, God.
Whoa.
I need that
I wonder,
clip.
yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if it's still up for us to watch.
Send Ray a link. Tell him we want to ask him what happened.
All right.
So, yeah, so Melton doesn't really understand that Casey's out here for the money grab. I don't know if he knows about Casey's WMAP, World's Most Amazing People. Again, isn't this the same guy who used to yell at broads, hey, take your top off, honey? Like when they wouldn't get naked, he'd be the guy who would scream. And it was funny. I was there. I'm with you. The old Casey was great, but this new lobotomy, evil twin trying to be Casey it's not happening. And you're very emotional, Casey. And no one wants you to kill anyone like you almost did
I think
at
he
one
would
time.
kill Melton if he drove him to that point. Casey is that crazy, I think, to
Oh, yeah. I think Casey would drain his bank account just to fly to wherever Melton is to kill him.
Yes.
That's fine. He'll probably do it to me, too. But whatever. I was a fan, Casey. We want to know how you live. That's what we want to know. We want to know about your crazy days in California when all signs pointed to, you're fixing computers or something like electronics and drugs, homosexual Alaska activity with hairless Asians. All right, so let's get into this before he gets on. He's going to be on in about 20 minutes. All right, let's share this. Thank you again, Miles Magooby, who is a fabulous puppeteer. He had the Jake Huppet. I don't know if he's still going with that name, but at the time it was the Jake Huppet, and he did an excellent impression of Jake Hudson. Okay, here we go. Let's start this. This is where Vince reveals that Casey is finally having a series about being gay.
Just focused around when Casey finally hooks up with a guy. Okay, so that's something that
Wait, hold on. Let me rewind a little bit. God damn it.
Of Casey, because I want to chop it up and make it seem like he's being really mean to Casey. But then I listened to it and he was just being mean to Casey. I could just play it. And I don't know if you told anyone, but we're about to launch our new series. Episode 1 with Casey is going to be just focused around when Casey finally hooks up with a guy. Okay. So that's something that, Casey had.
That's not the. That's not the entire series. That happens to be episode 1.
Sure, absolutely. I just said episode 1 is going to focus around, and there's going to be one, I think, and 1 and 2 are going to go into when you finally hook up with a guy.
So now it's episode 1 and 2.
So maybe this is what is forcing Casey to reevaluate what he's doing.
I heard someone say at some point, is Casey wearing, it might have been on Melton Show, but is Casey wearing a shirt that says gay?
Oh my God.
I believe it says CKY. But I don't know. Maybe it does say gay. But yeah, there's a lot of weird shit in this episode. If Casey does quit podcasting, I advise everyone to go to this episode. It's titled Casey and Vince the Lawyer. He still has it up. But yeah, there's a lot of weird things in this, especially about Casey kissing the Asian guy, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope this series happens because I like Vince. I like Vince's style. It's obvious he was trolling Casey at some points, but it was also not obvious. I don't know what are trolls and not trolls on Vince's part, but we'll get to that. As you can you see? Oh, John's designated driver. Thank you for the $2 super chat. You should snipe stream MLC now. What's the phone number? my phone number.
Our phone number. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Let me go look at what's going on. And I thought they were done. Right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Melton's still smoking meat. Oh, no. It shows that they're on.
Jerry Winters, $2. Hashtag Postergate.
All right, they are on, but I want to keep talking about KC because I'm more interested in KC. Listen, Tukey's thing is MLC. Jerry Winters, thank you for the $2. Hashtag Postergate. Listen, if you want to go watch MLC, I do not take offense. I understand Ray's there and Ski Mask. So, I'm sure there's a lot of fun happening over there, but I have to get into this KC stuff before he starts. This is a perfect opportunity, just to get into KC a little before he starts his live show, because I'm much more fascinated in that, especially if KC is going to quit. All right, so you can see kind of on the bottom there. I know my stupid time thing is there. Let me exit that. It says coming soon, Artie Lang, AJ Benza, Angel Cassidy 2, because Angel Cassidy the first time was shit. Tom Chiasano, Tim Sabian, and many more. But obviously the thing that caught me was Artie Lang coming soon. So 29 minutes and 15 seconds in, he addresses that because someone named Norma Stitz sends a super chat.
Treadmill, and he does have a few good points.
Okay, well, all right, good. But half of the show doesn't want to talk about him or
it's talking about Melton.
Or learn anything from him. So we'll talk off the air.
Shut up, Casey. We know who you're talking about.
Norma Stitz says, can Casey be sued for promoting Artie's coming soon? Now, why would you do that, Norma? In fact, I just talked to him right before.
Because it's a troll, dummy.
But it's a great question Norma has, because you text me saying, hey, I can't do it at 8. Let's do it at 9. Artie's coming on the show. So I asked, are you sure you're getting him on tonight? And you said, no, he's coming on another time.
Right.
So what is it? What is the deal with Artie? What's the deal with Artie?
He's coming on next week.
Bullshit.
Oh, do you remember when you were...
There's no way Artie is coming on the KC show next week. Well, now we know, especially if KC quits. But what do you think about that, OJ?
Yeah, I've been skeptical about it. As you know, I've been in contact with KC here and there, and the night that the coach ghosted him, he was supposed to do a show with him. I received a text from KC saying that he was going to get Artie on soon.
Thank you, Dennis Michael. The video volume is low. I raised it. I think this is all just to try and get some buzz going. There's no fucking way that Artie is all of a sudden going to just pop up into KC's show. Now, a lot of people might say, well, Artie does have a good heart like that. It doesn't seem like Artie wants to be involved with anyone in this universe.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of you could go either way. KC,
it won't go either way.
Artie supposedly seems like he's been clean for years. I could see if he was all drugged up and bullshitting KC, like, yeah, I'll do your show. But
there's no fucking way. I will put my 3-year-old little sister's life on the line. No. Anyway, John's earmite says liar. Miles Magooby, he's quitting because the Artie lie is about to blow up in his face. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
The lost episode. This is from Dylan from somewhere. The lost episode. Casey actually deleted the coach ghosting. 13 minutes of cringe. Yes. Casey even said he was going on last night. And there was a screen of just an empty chair for 9 seconds. And then he was gone. And that is still up if you want to watch it. But it's literally what I said. 9 seconds of his seat without him in it. Okay, so let's go to 39 minutes. Did you notice if Vince did anything in Pottstown? Like, why was Vince even there?
I would assume just to do probably the Uncle Rico show.
Yes, that is apparently why he was there. How much do you think he got paid for that? Again, I don't know how any of these guys are making money. If this is true, I tend to think that Vince is trolling here, but I want you to guess what you think Vince got paid.
I'd say a couple $100.
All right, so $200 maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's even too much, but here we go. Again, I think he's trolling, but watch Casey's reaction when Vince talks about how much Shuli paid him.
Eat 8 McMuffins. I got to tell you something, man. Even after I cut weight for the whole week or whatever, I couldn't eat 8 McMuffins.
Pussy.
Could you eat 8 McMuffins?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Oh,
how close?
no, maybe 2 or 3. I would
Who
say.
cares,
Yeah,
Casey?
2 or 3 probably.
Pussy.
The fat onion and also myself, we were trying to calculate how much Shuli made during the event that we went to. How much did you get paid for that?
Oh, wow.
I got paid 400.
What?
Was it more or less?
You got paid $400?
Look at Casey.
And I didn't even do it. By the way, I was supposed to just be on the podcast, and then I was bringing High Pitch Eric. Now, High Pitch Eric wasn't paid anything technically. I'm the one who paid him $200.
Why would High Pitch Eric have gotten paid? And I heard High Pitch Eric did get paid, but I guess that's because he got paid by Vince. But again, this is another guy who just came to hang out, and I guess they poured blue cheese in his ass. But man, I'll do that for $200. I'm a whore.
But what I did was, yeah, but I had bet on one of the UFC fighters because Shuli put us up at the hotel that had FanDuel there.
Shuli put him up in a hotel. I thought that was interesting. That had FanDuel. What the fuck is going on, Obnoxious John Sampson?
Does this not put you in Ray's corner just a little bit more, though?
No, Ray is a grade A moron.
But in this case, he got screwed.
He did. He
They
should
screwed him.
have finalized
They're
things
paying
before
Vince
he left
$400
Ohio.
and giving him a hotel and leaving Ray to find his own way.
You paid to go to this event, and even you knew it wasn't worth going to. Ray should have realized, I invited myself to this. No one wants me there. I can't get a straight answer. I should probably stay home. But no, Ray went, and he didn't even do the amount of time they asked him to do, and he felt like, oh, I'm doing them a favor by not doing it. Then maybe they shouldn't give you all the money. You were there to do an allotted time, and you kept bragging about how you fucking bailed out before you were done. I don't understand. And why are all these...
Carlos Danger made a good point about that. I think he got Ray to admit that Ray did that out of spite. He felt the room. He felt that nobody wanted him there. I was like, he noticed Shuli wasn't even around, so it was a big fuck you. Like, fine.
Well, that was the other thing. He kept complaining. These people didn't come to see me. These people didn't. When are the people ever there to see you, Ray, specifically? Isn't the whole point of doing shows to make new fans? And again, this isn't new shit. I know everyone's covered this.
I agree with that.
But it's like, come on, dude. It's like, and you've been doing this shit forever. If anyone should be able to know how to deal with a comedy crowd out of all those people, it should have been Ray. You know, Ray, Bob, the real comedians. But I don't know. Again, and I don't know. It's too late for Ray to get a new trade. So we might as well all cheer him on to be the best comedian he can be.
I'm cheering on. I'm rooting for Ray. I'm a
yes,
Ray card.
we have to, or we're all going to be seriously brought up on charges. For
And that's
harassing
why, and that is why I'm so
a retard
upset with the whole Shuli network. Just the way they've treated him from day one. And I know they were going to get rid of him when they got back. Yeah, like you brought up earlier, they gave him an option to get out. Leave.
Shuli gave him a clean out on Monday. He said, you know what, Ray, I'm starting to think that maybe you're regretting being here. Let's just cut ties, everything good. And Ray's like, no, I think it's a good opportunity that we can all work together and figure out things. Shut up. God damn it. Why can't you just be, why doesn't he just do shows in Ohio? Like build himself up as the Ohio comedian. Why does he travel? Whatever. I don't know. I don't know the guy's business. If he's happy, he's happy. What the fuck can I say? But what, and the blanket, and God, there's so many questions I still have.
He's fascinating. Love Ray.
All right. We only have about 10 minutes before Casey's supposed to be gone on. There was a clip of where, all right, so let's play this because this is fucking ridiculous. Vince, again, I feel is trolling Casey here, but he basically asked Casey, what's your least favorite race? And Casey proceeds to give things that aren't races. Like, he's just really stupid.
Don't smell, so like they don't sweat or have this.
He's talking about Asians. I didn't know this, but apparently because Asians don't have body hair, they don't smell and they don't sweat. Is that true? Are Asians people like dogs where they sweat through their tongue?
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either. Again, I think Vince is trolling, but that's just setting the table here. That's where we're entering the conversation. He's talking about Asians.
Aspect where they don't smell. So Asians are way more likely to trick a man than really any other race.
They tricked you, Casey.
By the way, what's your least favorite race?
As far as like being attracted to,
Whatever.
as far as like if no, I can't. I guess I can answer. Like I don't like body hair.
What race? Like, what's your
Italians.
least favorite race?
Say it.
I don't have a least favorite race.
Italians. You dummy.
They are assholes and they are beautiful people.
Are Italians a race?
But I'm saying just to look at, to be attracted to someone. Any hairy,
Any hairy race.
The mammoth race of
yeah,
gorillas.
Would that be a rabbit
and
race? A hair
like
race?
bald. Don't like that.
Bald. The race that Casey hates the most is the bald race. I'm sorry, OJ.
He doesn't like Telly Savalas or Stone Cold Steve Austin or Sinead O'Connor.
Exactly. Charlotte Prolific, thank you for the $4.99. Ray is an enigma wrapped in toilet paper that's picking up dog duty. You're right, Charlotte Prolific. He is an enigma. But that's
Ray. I was gonna say Ray is almost like Will Ferrell in that Santa movie, whatever the hell that was called. Oh, you don't watch movies. That's right.
Elf.
Thank you.
I know that one. Artie Lang was in it. Yes, he is an enigma. And you know what's really crazy is that Ray's probably one of the more famous, non-famous comedians that are out there. You know what I mean? Like, there are so many full-time touring comedians that you don't even know their fucking name. But we know Ray Devito because he's in this stupid universe. I guess Ray DeVito is a byproduct of the alt comedy scene. Like, he came up with like Dimitri Martin and all those talentless fucks
and famous people like Chad Zumach.
Ugh, alt comedy. Does alt comedy just mean not funny comedy? I don't really like. What is alt comedy? Anyway,
no clue.
So yes, he says his least favorite race is bald people. Obviously.
Bald and hairy.
Bald and hairy. Yes. Exactly. Oh, good call. He doesn't like the hairy or the bald. He likes the losing their hair. The what is that hair? Receding hairline. Those, I don't know. Like, what is he talking about? There was some info about the strip club, but it wasn't that interesting. It seems like Casey might have lost money on the strip club deal for the after party because no one went because it was fucking gross. However, I think that's the smartest thing Casey did. What the fuck do they want to go to, like a Scores where they're going to have to pay hundreds of dollars so girls will just think they're fucking gross? The Dirt Club strip clubs are the ones you want to go to. They're the ones where you get extras, you dummies. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so an hour and 32 minutes. What is Casey's life now? This was I thought an interesting question.
Wait, yeah, Vince is definitely trolling him. He's trying to get
100%. 100%.
Well, and I expect.
But does Casey I know Casey realizes it, but like why would Casey want to do a show? Anyway, I don't know. Let's find out what Casey's life is like. Because that's what I'm interested in. That's what I want to know. I want to know what everyone's life is like. I want to know what Ray DeVito does. What time he gets up, what he eats, when he goes to the gym, how many times he puts gas in his car. Does he fill it up every time, or is he one of those people who puts like $5 of gas in it? Like, all right, I digest.
expect you to as well. But I am excited for the show coming up. And most of all, I want to thank the chat, everyone who came in to hang with us. And I hope that you come back. Artie's coming in next week.
No, he's not, you liar.
Me and Vince are going to do our first show recorded tomorrow.
How is Vince letting him promote that? Vince knows this is a lie. Vince, you're a lawyer.
And I believe we're looking for it to come out on Monday. Am I right, Vince?
You're right. Can you just tell me something while we're live here?
Sure.
What is your daily schedule like? First, what time do you generally wake up at?
9:30, 10.
Okay, because the reason why I'm letting the
Loser.
fans know, I mean, I text KC because I'm ready at 8:30, 9
I
o'clock.
hate the morning.
Yeah, like I want to film and I want to get our shows rolling, and I don't hear text back until 4 or 5 o'clock, and then in the afternoon, and I just don't know what you're doing.
I segment the day. I run a WMAP, and that's what pays my bills most of all. So that is usually done around 2 or 3.
What does that mean? It's done. What do you have to do? I don't even understand what WMAP is. It's a book. It's a radio show. If you go to his website, all right, I have to play this. I went to Google and I just typed in WMAP. That's all I wrote. Right? Here's the Google search. So it's not the first hit, okay? Because something in NASA is called WMAP. It's not the second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh. It's not even on the first page. I could go forever. It's not there. It's called WMAP. It's not there. Like you'll see, there's bye WMAP. There's nothing there. I have to go to more results, and I guarantee it's still not there. So how is he making any kind of money on this? WMAP, there's nothing here. It repeats shit. Bye WMAP. Look, I'll see another bye WMAP right there. We're repeating search results without seeing KC's. Now, if I type WMAP, KC Armstrong, oh, look at all those. Oh, there it is. It pops right up. Now let's go there and see what this crap is all about. He's quoting Christopher Reeves. Once you choose hope, anything is possible. I guarantee he had questions about Christopher Reeves that he had written himself. Again, Casey was a great producer. Who is this new Casey, though? I guess we'll never know. Here's a clip. Everything you have to do, you have to put an email in for, too. It's fucking annoying. But here's a clip from his website. See if you can even understand this. You hear anything?
No.
Me neither. You hear like footsteps or something?
It sounds like my neighbor's playing loud music.
Yeah. This is from his website. I don't know what, like, is this the live radio show right now? What are we listening to? Sounds like there's some kind of noise coming through, but there's nothing. Like, what the fuck is this? How he's not making money with this? What is this? Simply Amazing Women. Who is looking for this? How can someone who used to be on the Stern Show say, I know, I'll use the audience I gained to write a book about amazing women? Sorry. I just don't see it happening. This seems like a grift. And I know everyone uses that word a lot lately, just like cuck. I hate that word now, cuck. Cuck has lost all its meaning. It used to be a beautiful word. Now it's a disgusting word. Simply Amazing Women, the Casey Armstrong book. Get yours signed in blood. Jerry Winters, thank you for the $5. It's not about Ray. It's about the way Shuley treats people in a lower situation than himself. He doesn't understand that people will judge you on that. It's a good point. But I just think like Ray is a 50-year-old man. He has to figure the shit out, man. You can't drive however many hours it took for him to get there and not have confirmation. Like, again, we all say it. Bob Levy just shows up. He doesn't have any authority. Anyway, I think KC's about to start any moment. We will be monitoring that.
I also got a beloved
Who's that?
chatter.
What?
I have a
Still here?
beloved chatter that sent me a message with a video of, it says clip of Joe saying Ray was on the show, and it's from March 21st. So
Oh, see, I remember that clip, I think. Well, you want to share it?
I was going to.
Yeah, do it.
I gotta
Because
get it set up.
Casey is not on. I do remember a clip because Ray was bitching. I don't know if I'm on the show. I don't know if I'm on the show. Casey or Shuli told me I was on the show, but then they said I'm not on the show. And I remember Joe going to be like, Ray, no, what? You are on the show, Ray. You are on the show. Well, that sounds like fucking Bob. I can't do producer Joe. I don't know his voice enough.
I can't do it either.
Oh
It's
yeah,
probably got
that's what it. Yeah, they say it's like Kermit.
something, and you have this arrogance. I can't do it either.
He was like, "Oh no, Ray, you are on the show. You are on the show, Ray. I don't know why you keep saying that." I kind of remember that. I remember that. I do remember something like that. KC, there are 50 people waiting in the KC podcast. Let's just share that screen just in case he pops on.
And I think we'll save that. Oh
That
wait,
clip.
there it is. I didn't even mean to do that. Hang on.
You have it? Wait, hold on. I'll throw you up.
No, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that. Okay.
Not yet.
And then KC
We're gonna
started
save that for
mode.
maybe next show.
That's fine. Yeah, chatters, we have done 2 hours now and we're getting into bonus time. We did it. We hit our goal. So you guys are getting some overtime and not even on credit. How do you guys like that shit? Huh? All right, dabblers, we are waiting patiently for KC's retirement announcement. Will this be like Ric Flair announcing he's retired every 5 years? Possibly. Is Casey leaving because of the brutal assault by the fat bloomin' onion? My buddy, Melton from NLO. Oh, Flashy Vic is saying MLC is talking about producer Joe at the moment. All right, we'll go over there. I get it. You all want to see fucking Kevin Brennan. You fucking idiots. I'm trying to be the one show that doesn't rely on watching Kevin Brennan. You sons of bitches. But I get it. I'll give the people what they want because I'm that kind of guy. All right, hold on. Someone keep an eye on KC for me, please.
A 14.
Wow!
But you didn't win anything.
No, but it's classic.
This is
But you had
hardly
fun.
I bet
Remember-
$1.
solo show.
Jules David, in memory of
We're gonna rewind it a little bit.
In memory of Jax, Rick's Cabaret is doing 2.
What? You want to rewind it?
Yes. I mean, if they were talking about
How do you know-
producer Joe, I'd like to. I'm kind of interested to see what KB has to say.
Leg parlay, I hit everything except one. It was
Except, and so you lost.
Yeah, it was a $60,000 payout, $1 bet. All I bet
Remember-
$1.
I only know. Go ahead and talk about it. I don't give a shit. I'll tell you what I know, but that's what it's the super chat from PJ.
First of all,
PJ
getting
asked
arrested
what's-
is hilarious, and to begin with,
Yeah.
getting arrested for anything is always funny.
Phone 609. That's funny. Ray had $0, yet he's betting on NBA.
Wait, did we miss it or was that it?
Good question.
Ray, we didn't see the fucking.
And
All
he
right.
like
Here, okay. I see.
didn't see this.
All right, here we go. Oh wow.
Wait, why can't you?
Does just
I'm gonna take her to the show.
All right, here we go.
That would be when she's in Akron. If she's in Akron,
Please enlighten us, Ray.
Yeah, what do you mean if she's in Akron?
she's in Akron a bunch too. She works in Kind of like me. I'm in New York sometimes. I'm here sometimes.
So she doesn't
back
know if
and
she's
forth.
going to be an
Oh, if there's anything more boring about Ray talking about comedy, it's Ray talking about his love life.
Akron, the date of the Cure show.
Yeah.
And she can't drive down from Michigan to Akron?
She's got to see if she's got shit to do.
Well, if you buy the tickets and she doesn't want to go, then you can finally sell tickets outside the venue.
Ray, does she have kids?
No. Well, yeah, she does. Just they're old now. Like they don't live with her. They're older. She's got like a 21, 22-year-old daughter.
What? How old is she? 43?
What's her phone number?
Yeah.
Wait, so you met her 20 years ago, and then you
No, I just met her like 3 years ago.
Oh, so she had a kid, then she got married again, and then that didn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Well, she sounds like a real loser.
All right, stop.
I hope she's not watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't she hold down
Stick
a
up for your
man?
lady, Ray.
She a
All right, I don't want to. Come on.
Of
see?
course.
No, she's not a stripper. She never stripped.
How do you know? Are you following her? A
Me
lot of people
taking
strip in
pictures of
Michigan.
Kevin.
Pretty well. Yeah, that'd be funny. That's what she's up there doing.
Yeah, that's why she don't know if she's going to be in Akron because she
Right,
doesn't
she don't know
know
what she's going to be.
People
But
are
just-
saying this. What's my take on producer Joe? I assume this is towards me. I'm a team producer Joe. I saw like the one video. I mean, I'll talk to him. I wanted to
He
watch
lied
that
to you,
episode,
dummy.
but I can't see the episode 'cause it's not on their website.
Oh shit.
They don't give you the link.
We interrupt MLC to bring you KC Armstrong. Where is it? Here we go. This countdown started. It's a blue screen. Is this because Casey's sad? Oh, there he is. Oh, great. His
All right,
stupid
everybody.
music.
Hello.
Stop playing music, you retard.
I'm doing this right today.
Oh, he's drunk, allegedly.
Guys, we got a lot to talk about here. I know it's midnight and it's
yeah,
a
we're
silly
fine.
time to speak. But
Why?
we're gonna get down to the, as they say, the brass tacks, whatever they say,
the
whatever that
nitty-gritty.
is. I'm glad you guys are here.
Gravitas.
Want to be here. And I'm almost with you. Hold on a second.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We're
Cap
here.
on, cap
We're
on.
queer. We're KC.
All right. I got everybody here. Nicey nice.
Nice.
All right. Guys, lots to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the future of this channel. We're going to talk about a lot of things. You may not care. If you do, cool. If you don't, I don't care. But it should be fun. Should let you know.
I thought you're quitting. What would be fun?
It's actually it's a commentary on where broadcasting has gone.
Oh, please enlighten
Because
us.
I am not a spring chicken. I am an old man. I'm an old motherfucker.
He baited us, OJ.
And I have to learn how to use this with my left hand. But that's a blue one, so I have to click on it.
He's not going anywhere.
Guys, I'm learning this shit.
Why would you be learning it if you're quitting?
John's designated driver, KY Armstrong. Okay. Is it he? I wouldn't drive John anywhere.
He's a grifter.
Oh, I got
He's lying.
hearts.
He wants your money. Stop it, Jules David.
no
You need that for MS medicine.
Oh, it's Siobhan. That's my buddy.
Is that the one that puts the
Oh,
traffic
typical
cone in her
Howard making about
man-made
himself.
vagina?
What's going on? Am I missing something? What's happening, guys? Oh, wait. Jules David. Yo. I love Jules David. She's awesome. Thank you, Jules.
Is he drunk?
That's what I want to talk to you guys about that tonight. You know,
This podcast is brought to you by
I'll get into
Coors.
it, but I got
Tap
into this
the
thing thinking it
Rockies.
was something different than it was. It's not like wow,
it's so
people are making
warm.
fun of me. Oh no.
Ugh, it's
I give
gross.
a fuck less if people are making fun of me. I
Tastes
care
like piss.
You have no idea what these people who think that they're getting under my skin.
Yes,
what
we
they mean-
are.
They mean nothing.
Yes, we
pray for them
do.
and I wish them the best.
You're literally making a podcast about how you're quitting, you
That has
pussy.
nothing to do with my decision.
You're
I'm
lying.
not calling you a pussy, Casey. That was El Horrible, not obnoxious
I
John.
just thought I was getting into something.
The
that I had
opinions
no idea
of El
what it
Horrible
really
are also
was.
the opinions of Obnoxious John because El Horrible
get
pays
his own, I
Obnoxious
guess.
John. Just like KB owns Ray. I'm kidding.
Oh, hey, Ryan Shannon. I like Ryan.
Now it's Ryan Shannon.
Even
Shaman.
without my glasses, I can read that.
Ryan
Shannon
Sharman.
is here.
You retard.
Oh,
you made me
and
sick,
Patrick and Mitchell, Citizen Mitchell, G Canada. All right.
He can't read.
So I guess I should get right into it, right, guys?
Yes.
Here's the thing. See, when I do I own a radio station, right?
What?
And
You do?
Oh wait, there's another blue one. You got to click the blue one.
What do you mean you own a
These are the
radio
rules.
station?
Do that.
Elaborate.
Hold on. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, I own a
Oh, and I'll tell you what happened.
live streaming
Matthew
station.
Wilson.
Is it kind of could it be
Any
like
advice for helping
I
someone? who
mentioned it
doesn't
earlier
know-
off air, the movie UHF.
Read that again.
Maybe
Any
he's got
advice
one of
for
those
helping
satellite towers and
Matthew, I
No.
think I can.
in a little
understand what you're
shack.
talking about.
No.
If you're talking about like addiction or something like that.
He has a radio station the way the rabbi
Yeah,
has a
that's
stuttering
the
John
hardest
radio
people to help.
station.
Because
He's delusional, OJ. Why do you keep
Everyone
trying to
else has
hitch
a
your
problem
wagon
with
to these
it.
losers?
I am
Unless
not
you're
trying
acting
to
like an
hitch
asshole
my wagon to anybody.
or affecting
I
other
try to
people's
help
lives.
people, and I
Then you
I
should listen
I
to
like Casey.
But if you're
That's
just doing your
all it is.
thing and
He's helpless.
they're judging you for what you do, fuck them. You can't say F your family. You can't say that. But, they need to let you be who you are.
Is Casey born
If you
again?
want to do drugs, if you want to,
I think he tries to be.
get
tries
prostitutes
to
or
be.
whatever.
I
They
mean,
might
I
not
think he
agree with
preaches that way, but then he's
that's how
gonna
you
take you
choose
to a
live your
party at
life.
a sleazy strip
No
club.
one
So.
Right.
Can make that decision.
I know. That's what's great. Parts of old Casey trying to come out every
That's just
now
how
and
I
then.
feel. I'm not, believe me, I'm not bright at all.
No.
But I'm a huge, and this goes
Spy
back
report.
to what I'm
Spy
gonna talk to you about
report.
tonight. The one thing I do subscribe to is I subscribe to everyone trying to find happiness some way, somehow, and to not get in trouble, to not lose things that are important to them along the way. All right, because there are people that are mean and they'll try and make you screw up. They'll, if you're sober, or just take that for example.
Are you sober,
they'll
Casey?
try and do everything they can to make you screw
God.
up, so they feel
Yeah,
better
I
about
don't know how much more of
themselves.
this I could take.
Like, you guys are with me.
This
You
is
guys know
coming
what
from
I'm
the
talking
same guy who used to put mayonnaise in
people are pretty
condoms
evil,
and whip them at old people.
I would stay far away from them, and that's kind of
Don't be
where I'm
fooled.
going. I'm going to talk about a lot of it, and if you're bored, you don't have to be here. It's okay.
Oh, please,
But
we'll be here.
I've met some awesome people. I'd say 95%.
You can go to
of the
bed,
people I've
OJ.
met doing this
I'll be here.
are awesome.
I'm not tired.
And the people I've interviewed, it started to pick up pretty well. Like, obviously, you guys want
Actually,
to
let me
hear,
get to the chat because I guarantee you guys are more
the
entertaining.
people that were
more
on
watching.
our favorite show from years ago.
No, we've
And
heard them.
I was glad.
See,
that
he
I
thinks
could bring that to you.
he thinks we want to hear from old Howard Stern
We started
people.
getting some good numbers, like Chiasano.
We can hear them anywhere. They all do their own shows.
Kumia, going up to Pottsville and Mike, and I go to the man. I go, hey, out of all those people that I had and interviewed, who do you think
You get the best
people
ass.
wanted to hear from most? Do you think it was John? Do you think it was High Pitch Eric? Who do you think it was? Well, at the time,
Flashy Vic.
Well,
He should hook up with Shuli's
I'm gonna say
missus.
John had
Talk
like
dream catchers
7,000,
and
but
crystals and shit.
around the
Shuli's wife
same, you know,
apparently
had
sells
Carl, had
crystals.
Shuli, they all did
Yes.
well. They're
Ooh,
great
sorry.
guys.
Jules David, thank you for the 199. Play Melton. He's streaming this,
But,
claiming a win.
Tom
I assume he is, but I'll let
Had
Melton
like 2,000
have
hits.
his
People
win.
Wanted to hear about Tom.
Go see Melton if you want him.
And I'm not doing an interview where
If you want to
you know,
hear him
I'm
talking
trying
about
to be a
KC.
dick to Tom or anything. I'm trying to talk to him like a human being, and that's what I wanted to do. That was what my vision was. My vision. That was my vision for the channel. Was just to talk to people from that time, because I was a fan first. You know, I was just like you guys. I was a fan, and I
Dennis
want to see
Michaels.
where these
Oh, this
people
guy's
are
like the guy
now,
in
and
AA who can't get a week sober, but wants to
apparently
sound
you
like a
guys should
sober,
too,
sane
because each
person.
thing
Absolutely.
was getting like
Here's a good
you
question.
know, at
When
least
is
like
the
2
90s
to
show
7,000
coming that I was
views,
not
which isn't
invited?
awesome,
Even though I
but
think it was
it's
my idea.
it's a
Be
niche,
wrong about that.
and
When does that show
it's
start?
cool. It's like what
Or is it just an
you want
idea?
to hear what Tom's going on. Hey,
It looks like it'll probably start like the first week of June. It looks like. I don't know if you had the idea. I do know that Cardiff came to me with the idea. I'm sure you could play some role, but it was Cardiff's idea.
I was just joking around.
Okay.
on the
I'm sorry.
radio. So I was mad and I reacted.
But yeah, I think first week of June
Warranted.
sometime.
It was warranted.
We'll keep you updated. Squirrel
So,
Watcher.
Jules,
It must suck
I
to
know
know
that
that
didn't
90% of your fans
question.
are either dead or incapable of using the internet. Yes. El Harible is addicted to
All right, so
KC.
let me go to see if there's any colors here, and then I'll get ready. Okay.
Oh my
did I do
God.
this one here?
Can you just fucking tell
I
us
am
what
the
you're
town dick.
doing,
Yes,
you dummy?
everyone knows that. Matthew Wilson did that one.
Did someone
okay?
ask him if
I'm
he's
going down
Italian?
here.
I love that's becoming a thing. Italians are gross.
Hey, Cess Algrani.
MLC is still on. Melton's
still
on.
have an
Everyone
audience?
is on. Enjoy your
Okay.
favorite broadcasters.
is
What a
what put
time
me
to
over
be
the-
alive.
That's what put me over the edge, and I'll explain.
What put you on the? Oh, you still have an Artie on next week.
All right.
He said
I
that's
just wanna
what put
get
him over the edge.
The colors out here because
Oh,
Ray-
real quick to the 90s show because Casey's so entertaining. I've actually been doing some research for you guys. I got some cool stuff that I haven't given you guys yet. I totally forgot about that. So I'm glad the beloved chatter
Wonderful.
brought that up.
Yes, thank you. So he's saying that something with the Artie thing. Maybe our chatter was right. He knows
What?
it's gonna blow up in his face. Artie is not
What?
coming. Casey, do you like cut or
What I've
uncut?
heard
Answer Ian Hawk, you
is
thing.
men
Bundle
who
of
are
sticks.
uncircumcised.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too optimistic,
So
but
much
I almost think it's a
sensitivity.
coin flip with Artie. I really
He's
do.
not coming. Are you insane? Why would Artie just all of a sudden show up after years? Like he hasn't been on for like literally years now. It was like sometime during COVID, right? He tried to come back with the podcast. Why would he come on for KC? And KC is actually answering Ian Hawk's
Because
question.
Artie has a heart of gold and would do anything for a good friend.
No, I think Artie's starting to realize he has to distance himself from all these losers because he's king of the losers.
And pleasure 10 times more than most people who got circumcised.
So he likes
I had a
uncut
choice in the matter.
because they get more pleasure.
Jewish, right? Jewish people get, or they don't get. I don't know. I think it's done for people when you're changing with the rest of guys. I think it's done so the kid doesn't feel bad about himself. Doesn't have.
Yes, that's why everyone circumcises their
you know,
kids so
can't
they
hide
won't look weird
change
and
in his
changing for
foreskin or
wrestling and football and every other
I think
stupid
that's what
sport.
it's about. But I heard that they got it. I heard that their sensitivity is just off the map.
Yeah, you heard from the guys you blow. What
Miles,
were you
I think
saying?
Artie got his nose fixed from what I had last heard.
No, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry.
Did he really?
Sorry, guys. What happened
So,
last
yeah.
night? What happened last night was I did a show for about 45 minutes.
No, you did a show for 9 seconds.
Because I am the town dick. I looked
Casey's
down.
describing his favorite
and
penis. John's designated driver.
It wasn't even on.
Love it.
I'm horrible. Yeah.
Oh, he's
That's
claiming he actually
That's
did
not
a
the-
show last night for 45 minutes and then he looked down and he wasn't on.
Gonna be a retard. Not afraid of it. Justin, if I'm bored, can I leave? Please, Justin. Yeah, of course you can, man. Like, I don't want to bore anybody. I'm just telling you what's going on. And I'm sorry if I'm bored.
Miles, is that true? Did you really just get circumcised? I feel like I'm very gullible right now. That's fascinating.
I don't think so. I think he's
Funny,
goofing around.
But I'll get there. It's funnier than the preacher. All right, good. We're all caught up, guys.
All right,
So I'm gonna
wonderful.
tell you what's going on.
Yes, finally. Bag of dicks.
All right. So I got a once a year, what I do is there's a guy I worked with that I really care about.
Artie.
To this day.
Idiot.
Always there for me.
Artie.
Just
yeah, we
sweetheart
know.
of a guy.
Artie.
Oh, I got blue ones.
I
Hold
just
on.
said this.
Oh,
Ian Hawk.
I hate you.
So it's Ian Hawk?
Is girth important to you?
Is girth important to you?
My girth, no, buddy. Ian, no.
It doesn't matter.
That's not my thing, but it's a good question. I'm sure to some people girth is important. Is girth important to you? Thank you, Ian. But no, not for me, buddy. But thanks for reaching out.
You're not getting to him,
Tiff,
Ian.
hi Tiff.
Thanks for the reach around.
And you could speed this up. Yes, I'm trying.
Thank you,
I'm trying to
Tiff.
get there.
Appreciate
let's
it.
go.
You're my
Tiff wants me to
girl.
Speed it up. So let's go. All right. So there was a guy that I worked with
Artie.
that I really cared about.
Artie Lang. Yes,
him
we
as a
know.
Brother, my mom loves him. My
Yes.
brother loves him.
Artie.
Everybody
And
loves him.
He's always been
Such a
when
Kevin Brennan
there was
does.
this intervention.
Such a
They thought I was drinking too much, or
Yes.
they didn't know I was just crazy.
You're writing in a Bible in
He
your blood.
came and
He
we know.
sees
Great job.
Become the dragon
He
as he
was on his
drags
eyes,
everything
I
out.
can't believe I'm here.
Remember when
People don't know what
Casey
the fuck's wrong
thought
with me.
that rooms were filling up with gas?
I don't think I remember that one.
I look.
You
Oh,
don't?
hey, it's I look 05. Have on Richard Christie. I would love to have him on. He's
I
awesome.
think he was looking at apartments or something and he freaked out because he thought that one of the rooms was like filling up with gas or some shit. He's a fucking lunatic, man.
I
People,
vaguely remember that. Yeah.
it's because you're doing poor porn with it's because I'm doing porn with Caitlin Hatley.
What was that?
I've never met the lovely Miss Caitlin Hatley. I'm sure she's a very nice person.
Fuck her, just get on with
Never
it.
did porn with her, but I heard that's.
Some of us want to go to Whataburger.
But no, Gina.
Gina Bobina?
That's a good. That's a good
Yes,
one.
JT. Quit stalling, Casey. Talk about this
Okay,
mystery guy that everyone knows. Get it? Knows?
WATP Kevin, are you the pitcher or are you the catcher? Are you guys just gonna gay off the whole night? Because I'm sure the other people don't want to hear you gay off, but you asked
No,
the
we
question,
do.
I'll
It's
answer.
funny.
You are a gay American,
I
Casey.
guess I'd be the pitcher.
Deal with it.
because every time I've been with somebody, I've never had any gayness. I've
No,
never
what about
gayed
when you
off.
had your tongue in that Asian man's
And that would
mouth?
be the other way, right? That would be the catcher.
Duh.
That would be the person who accepts the other person. I don't do that.
Blah.
I like girls from Clerks.
What a total.
Blah.
Okay.
Kinky Loco, Casey likes to serenade his meat before he cooks it
Almost there, guys.
in another man's butt.
And just say Artie and get to the point.
Yeah.
Retard.
Thank you. Just say,
There's
Artie, and
O.
get to the point, retard.
Okay, O.
Thank you, O. Oh, you are beautiful.
Yeah, I'm talking about Artie, you knucklehead.
Bulber 80, haha. People are sending
If that's
small
Brent
super
Hatley,
chats intermittently
come to
just
Tampa,
so
bud.
he will never get on with his
If that's
fascinating
Brent
nothing
Hatley, I like him.
news. You're
I
right.
thought he was.
It's fucking funny. Keep doing it.
very,
I will not
talented
be giving
radio
this
guy.
money.
I don't
This
know if
dummy
that's the
money.
if that's the guy, but if it is, good for you, buddy. And your wife is pretty cute, right? Is his wife cute? Okay.
Shut up.
So
Talk
here we
about
go.
not Artie.
We're going to Bubble
Oh,
Pepper
he
24.
has
Thank you.
tunnel vision on
So
those
much
super
hate out
chats.
there, looking at you, Stud Joe, and all your
Wait a
fake.
minute.
Me?
How's he reading that without his glasses?
He's some love for you, Casey. Don't quit.
He needs his
here's some love for
glasses.
Steve.
He can't see
Thank
without
you,
his
buddy. I
glasses.
appreciate it.
Where is
I would
glasses?
look, I'm a dirtbag. I'm a scumbag. I'm a horrible person.
A homosexual.
Most of the time, I believe I'm a piece of shit. But you know what? I would never, ever make a fake account and pretend to be someone else. I hate myself enough. You think that I would try and be someone else? And that's what I think is fucking preposterous. I think it's disgusting. I think you're the biggest pussy in the world if you do anything like that. If you got something to say, put your fucking name next to it.
El Horrible says you're a weenie.
Case,
Only in
don't
this
do
for
that, 'cause
people's
that's
money. Money
this is
grab.
about. You don't like that.
Get from the stuttering John money tree, Casey.
Ian Hawk says, "Is as long as a horse. You're good to fit that." No, buddy, I'm not into that. Not I don't gay off. But God bless you if that's what you're into, Ian. Thank you.
Oh, I hope this is every show for
Ian likes
Casey
to gay
now.
off.
Yeah, see, Melinda.
Dylan from somewhere.
Not
I'm here for
me.
the co-host.
He does. He
contest.
gets me with
Rusty
that
sent-
when he says he
Rusty
hates
from
himself.
the Rusty
Yes.
trombone.
You are absolutely right, Melinda. It is all just
Dylan,
pity
we'll
me.
talk after the show.
Send me money so I can read your chats, even if they're goofing on me. That's what Casey's going to be a big super chat like dunk tank thing. You know, people are going to pay just to call him gay.
Is the goose supposed to be so? What?
Pay for gay.
Can you guys tell Ian Hawk?
I mean, that was his
by the way,
bit
thank you,
on the Stern Show.
to quit with
Might as
all
well
the,
embrace it. What is he going to do?
fluids and,
Grow talent?
the gayness. I mean, some of it's funny, but you've gone to Pluto. You've gone a step past.
And now you're telling
normal
everybody
gayness.
to keep doing it.
Yeah, keep doing it. This doesn't bother me, but stop doing
I think
it.
I'm pretty cute. He goes, yeah. If that's the real Caitlin, she's totally cute.
Oh my
No
God.
doubt.
Stop sending him super
course.
chats
You
so he
guys
can
think
tell
so?
us his stupid news.
All right. So, what I was telling you before, guys,
Look at his key job.
is
What is this shit?
Artie Lang, of course. I really, really care about.
Wait, it's
And
Artie?
That was kind of. the
Oh, he
thing
just
that
doxed
made me
Artie.
Realize that I'm not doing the right thing. All right, I'm not doing what's going to make me happy. I really liked getting on here and meeting 95% of you guys because you're funny. You say funny things, and a lot
send
of
me
you guys
money.
are kind.
Get on with it.
But the 2% bring me back to a place where I've done a lot of work to get out of.
Oh no.
And
Is this his you won't like me if I'm angry?
I don't
thing?
like to go there because that's the place that can get me in trouble. And one thing I love having my freedom. I love meeting people and
At adult gift shops.
hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Hi, Lance. Lance.
Cut this.
Sung Ling. Me how ja na shin yi ja ja nyu. Okay. Did I say it right? Thank you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what that meant, buddy.
He's not giving this up. So what is he getting
I like
at?
that guy. I look 05. I watched the Patrick Mellon show, and his audio went out for 5 minutes. Embarrassing. He has no room to talk smack. Thanks, buddy.
Our audio didn't go
Is
out.
that on in guy? Okay. All right. Hey, good luck to that guy. I hope he does well. And I hope his show does well. I hope he's healthy.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
And I want to
man.
see what the inside of his head looks like.
See,
All the
that's-
black stuff.
Funeral director.
That's
Shout
scary
out
to
Mike
me.
Strong and Lou Sassel.
Yeah, it's a
Thanks.
fucking
Okay,
work.
Funeral director. Are you a funeral director?
I can use your services when I
I had a
kill
friend
the
who's a
fat
funeral
onion.
He used to bounce
Ugh.
at the strip club in Orange County.
Cool.
He had these dark eyes.
Black
He
eyes.
was like 6'5".
Dark
We're just
eyes.
talking
Tried
about
to hit on my
Artie.
girlfriend
Like a doll's eyes.
after we broke up. So
About
I told
Artie.
him
He broke up with his Asian lover.
I wasn't. That didn't make me happy, and that we should meet up for coffee, and he wouldn't do that.
Did you bash his door in? You lunatic.
Oh God! All right, let's get back to this. Hi, Ryan.
You should have a shot caller on you, Casey.
So going back to Artie, okay?
Who?
Artie's a guy I got a soft spot for, and I will always, because that
Let's
guy.
play the Artie name count game. How many times will he say Artie?
Doesn't matter what kind of stupid trouble bullshit I got myself into. He was a true friend.
Who was?
He was from the start.
Who?
And in my mind, he will always be. I think of him as a brother. Like I told you before, I think of him as
Yes, and he's not coming on your
a
show.
family member. My mom does. My brother does. He's that type of guy.
He's the kind of guy you can
And
call
everyone hears him on the show
and ask
you
for
know,
money.
you love him. He's great on the show, but you don't know what a great guy that he is and how special he really is. And my whole
What about your whole
horribleness was that nobody could ever make him see that he could see himself in that way.
Oh, shut up. He
Because
knows.
is that awesome.
He loves drugs, you idiot. You love
one of the
drugs too, remember?
Top 3 people I've ever met in my life. I can honestly say that.
Why won't he just understand his potential?
Even I haven't talked to him in a while.
Why
So
is
what I
Artie
do
happy?
is, like once a year, and David Tell is so funny.
Once a
My
year,
friend Russ Maneve told
Artie ignores my
because he was
texts.
Another comic. And by the way, he just stopped doing comedy because he has the great line that we always talked about. He goes, I brought it up to him. I said, Russ, you are one of the funniest stand-ups that I've ever known.
Oh, wow, coming from you, that's a great
How is
honor.
it that Gary the retard
Who?
is outselling you? How is Gary the retard packing the clubs where you, one of the best in the business,
I hate
has
you,
to play
Casey.
second fiddle to Gary the retard? So I believe that's why he's not doing comedy anymore. But if you ever get on like YouTube or something, like go find some old stuff from Russ Maneve. One of the funniest motherfuckers you've ever met.
Yeah, great.
So he told me that
I'll take your word for it.
David Tell,
Ray DeVito,
had wanted to start a party for all the numbers that Artie Lang had over the years. Ian Huck, my buddy Patrick needs you to get this moving.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Okay, Ian.
Some of
thank
us
you.
have been smoking meat all day
So, yeah, David Tell said, because
and smoking a
Artie has
pork
like
butt.
5,000 different numbers. And once a year, just in case I luck out because I missed the guy, I have no idea how to get a hold of him. And you would think,
Yeah, isn't it weird that Artie doesn't
people
contact
who don't
you
wanna get
and send you his new
hold
number?
of,
He must not want to hear from you,
probably
dummy.
won't. They'll probably make it so you can't get a hold of them.
Yeah,
And
Arcona,
that's
he's
the easy
practicing
thing.
telling
And
his
I've
mom
thought
he got a
that
D in
sometimes too.
summer school.
But I don't believe that about Artie, and I don't.
Oh
believe
my
if
God,
you
this
say
is
that
like
about
someone who
Artie. I
did a
believe
book
Artie
report
wants
but
to be
never
left alone.
read the book.
And sometimes
Artie is a
I try
guy
extra for him because
who's
I
a
love
guy
him
who
so
made
much.
people laugh.
So once a year,
He's a
I
good
take all
guy,
the numbers, and then probably
but
about
he
7
never
or 8 of
understood
them,
that he's a good guy.
7 or 8 numbers, and I'll write, okay, here's my yearly thing, Artie. Looking for you. If this is your number, I just want to talk to you, buddy. Want to know how you're doing.
I
Let
need to
me
borrow a
know.
couple bucks.
It's Casey. Citizen M, how were you able to forgive yourself for your drug use?
God damn it,
if
Citizen
you've
M.
ever been in that space, there's no way that you can't.
We all do,
you're a
Flashy
human
Vic.
being.
Jesus, slobbering Christ. I wanted Bud Dwyer myself
able
if I
to
listened
forgive
to any
someone who
more
cut
of
you
this
off in traffic?
incoherent mouth noise.
Yeah.
Yes, Casey is very
You have to
hydrated.
forgive yourself. You can't beat yourself
He
up
was smacking his
every day.
moist
If you
lips.
do that. That's part
Gurgling
of it.
some
You
kind
gotta
of
realize that you're
I
not
gotta say,
bile.
such
it's
a
kind of
horrible
amazing
person,
to me
and that's
that
the hardest part.
KC and some of these guys that
Because
come
of Google.
online don't understand the internet. I feel like they're in that age where they should know this shit. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't
they
think
should.
KC is much older than me.
Well, what do you think he doesn't understand?
Well, just getting trolled in the chat, the
Right.
online culture, just how things work.
Right. And like the fact that if you bring more attention to it, people are going to keep doing it.
Right.
Actually, it's not. You know,
Like they're just
a lot of
learning
people
what a
think
troll
trolls are
is.
something that's mean.
Right. Like all of a
You root
sudden,
for other people. You root for people to get better.
like during this whole story of KC, like he really thinks Citizen M wants to hear a story about how he was able to forgive himself for drug use. It's like, come on, you fucking idiot. I'd say, you know what, Citizen M, that's a good question. I'll answer it after this story. But no, he's like, oh shit, this person gave me $2.
The things that you say about people. You know, that's just the way it is. So
Again, this is the guy who used to
if you're
yell at
someone
chicks to
who's just
take their
like,
tops off when they
"Hooray
didn't want to.
for me, fuck you.
But all of a sudden, he's a
I'm gonna say what
saint.
I want. It doesn't matter to me.
Nimrod.
That's the type of
Oh
person
wow,
you
so we're
are.
Nimrob
Okay.
71. If nothing else, KC is
Ian
the
Hawk,
reason
if you
why
tell
I
me
ended up
Cochran
saying
one time,
nice way too often.
Who is Artie? I don't know the guy.
I
This is
agree.
not that
That's true.
KC.
Ian.
This
Artie
is
was the guy
not
I used
that
to work with.
KC.
He's a comedian. His
Nice.
name is
Me
Artie Fine.
too. I say
Awesome
nice
guy.
all the
Look him up
time.
on Google.
I loved
You'd love him.
KC. I don't like this KC.
What not Chaser? What is the episode about again? What is this episode about again? The episode is about why I don't think I'm doing this anymore.
Yeah,
Why I think I'm
Arcona, I was
quitting.
thinking that too.
What'd he say?
If he is saying the Artie who he
The YouTube
contacted
thing,
is a
because it
fake
was
Artie,
going- I
because
mean,
Artie
like I
had
was
so
telling you
many
before,
phone
it was
numbers,
going
I will
well.
cry.
Well, yeah,
And I was
that's
just doing like interviews with people who used to be on the Stern show. Like,
oh yes, we know. So I didn't play that clip, but yeah, towards the end of his clip, or his episode with Vince, he even admits he doesn't know if he was talking to Artie. The only way he thinks he was talking to Artie is because he asked a question and wanted a name of someone that only him and Artie would know.
Well, Vince
Come on.
kind of pried it out of him. He got that it's apparently a alter ego, not alter ego, but an alternate name that Artie uses that only apparently Artie would know.
but
Yeah, unless someone,
if you
had
know
an
where to get
8-ball
that
of coke or heroin.
I'm just kidding around.
Artie gave them the
So I was talking
information
about
for that.
Artie, and I'm sorry if I get distracted.
Allegedly.
because I have to click on the blue ones.
But
and the
again,
ones with colors.
he
and
doesn't
I-
know
I
he's
have
even
to
talking to
click on the
Artie.
colors. They throw me off.
He is dumb. D-U-M.
And in case I want
Dumb.
to do this in the future, I have to do that. That's why I'm
I don't
not
know if he's
playing. Hi,
dumb.
Kip Smith. I'm new. Is Ian
Just
Hart
like he's
your
like
ex-boyfriend?
Ray, he's very
No,
naive.
I'm not gay. I don't have a boyfriend. Never had a boyfriend.
Listen,
Thanks
if
for
he's really
mental-
making a living off this WMAP crap, he's not dumb. You're
Guys, I'm
right.
sorry. You got a cookie. Whatever happened to Miss Howard Stern? Ian, she was on last week. She did a great job. And she's
Yeah,
gonna
she was
come
great.
on.
She was
Well, she was supposed to come on,
boring.
But I'm making
Wow.
a decision.
What a surprise. He
It looks
couldn't
like
make
I'm
Miss
gonna
Howard
take some
Stern
time off.
interesting.
Because I make snap decisions, and my decision was to end this shit tonight.
End it.
But I talked to somebody, and
Then
what I
what?
think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a week off. I believe.
You're stealing El Horrible's bit.
Citizen M, how would you handle your firing differently? What a great question.
God damn it, Citizen M.
That's
No.
that's a great question.
You son of a bitch.
I was pissed, Citizen, that Tom fired me over the phone.
So that's it. Casey's not quitting.
Then again,
Casey sucks.
Would you want to tell me back then? Knowing
When
how
are you going to
crazy
reevaluate
that
in
I
a
was,
week?
M,
How do you
would you,
reevaluate your life in a
that's probably
week?
why they did it that way. So I understand.
You're
We
not
did the
going
right thing.
anywhere.
You want to switch over to MLC?
Yeah. He angers me.
Back then, I might have.
If
had
this
some
doesn't
bigger
prove
issues.
that Casey is just in it for the grift, nothing will. Absolutely. He wants your money. He doesn't care about making anything entertaining. He just wants your cashish. First, you get the cashish. Then you get the khakis. Then you get the gashish. Casey is a full-time grifter.
Death is where they sound. Wow.
Hide your
Shout
money,
out to
hide
Mr.
your wallets, because
Johnson, by the
Casey's
way.
out here
He's
looking
No, he's
for
a
all your
legend.
money.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Speaking of
On a
which,
Friday, the guy's fucking funny as hell.
He's a legend.
Two
Listen, he
pickies and a
comes in
geek.
He has different names.
Give me your super chat.
Oh, I know.
He
Give me
doesn't
your
just have a
super
different
chat.
covers, He has different names.
Hey, we're both pink men.
Kev, can I take a piss real quick?
Of course.
All right.
Why does that guy always sound like someone's holding his tongue when he's trying to talk?
This is why I don't even know if I completed the thought, but this is why I can't quit the fucking super chats because they always make me laugh.
No,
Like,
they
I can't-
don't.
they
They
make
make you-
something.
Oh, did
Jonestown.
What?
Can I get the Michigan Fraud's number?
What is something? The fact
Come
that
through,
Case,
I apologize.
KB said he can't quit. This is why he can't quit super chats because they make him laugh. What a fucking pile of bullshit that is. You can't quit super chats because you lie in bed and go, why am I trying to sleep when I can be online trying to hustle money out of people? God damn, but people keep doing it, which is great. I love it. Makes content and entertainment for me.
He could get a plane, land in whatever fucking.
But I love
shitty
like
county
this
he
like
lives in.
fake
Be like,
notion
I
that
came here to
Kevin loves super chats because his audience is so funny. Like what a fake load of fucking bullshit. What the fuck is he talking about? Who's buying that? Kevin actually thinks anyone in his audience is funny. Kevin thinks he's funny and that's it.
Sense.
No, women like a guy who's like it's like all the movies where the guy every movie's like the guy went out.
There's
of
no
his
way Ray
way
bet
to rent
$500 on a
plane
Lakers
I
game,
drive
right?
to Chicago to fly into Detroit.
Yeah, like
I do
planes,
an extra
trains, and
6
automobile.
hours.
Yeah,
Maybe with somebody
I
else's
do an
money.
extra
Like-
6 hours of driving to fly.
exactly. Ronnie loves MLC. Ray, read this.
Ray lost 500 on the Lakers game, but he got back at the casino by stealing 400's sweet and loads. Hey,
That's what they do, right? They're all with like 50 cents, so you got $200 back.
Thank you, Dildo Diff. Kevin's voice. Well done, Bedabbler. You do it
I will
spot
say
on
this, when I
and
watched
make
that
it
video
funny.
at table,
Well,
one of the
thank you,
times I remember
Dildo Diff. You're a fucking idiot. What do you know? I'm just here for your super chats. Next time, super chat it, you fucking idiot.
Where?
No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Dildo Diff.
in the Bahamas.
Oh.
But then
Melinda, I can't quit you, super chats. Exactly.
I go,
Like, come
"You
on,
get free drink for
dummy.
gambling, right?" And I made the lady
Just
come
admit
with
it.
me.
It's sickening.
Wow.
But whatever. I think he
was
does
so
pretty
fucking
much admit it.
pissed that I
You're
lost
pathetic,
all
right?
that money.
But stop pretending like you liked super chats because they make you
He
laugh.
misses for you.
The only thing they make you laugh is because you're fucking like,
I don't fucking understand how people are still fucking sending me money. This is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. All these fucking people are so stupid.
like, you know, Kevin gets off and his wife is probably like,
How did you do today, Mr. Kevin? And he's like, oh, these people are fucking idiots. I gotta tell you, wifey, these people are fucking idiots.
Saturday.
Chad,
I just
tell
know
the
Kevin's
IRS to
wife
fucking
is some
audit me.
kind of Hispanic.
Mr. Kevin.
Fleverino, it's
I'm getting hot. I'm tired. I've been wearing this mask for almost 3 hours.
Hot, bothered, and tired. Yes.
You're done?
I mean, I'll keep going, but
it's my
What the
life.
fuck? I mean, we're just gonna
we
watch.
still have
these-
over, there's still over 100 people in here. I can't believe that this time of night. I can't believe
I know.
everybody's streaming tonight this late.
Thank you everybody for hanging in with us. But yeah, I don't know how much. I mean, at this point, it's just Ray and Kevin reading super chats with Ski Mask. Casey lied to us all to get some viewers. Please don't fall for Casey. Casey is in this for the grift. There's really nothing else. He offers nothing. I couldn't be more bored by someone who was actually there. You know, like, I don't know. Again, I know my views are not reflective of OJ's views. OJ likes Casey still. I just find it to be very disingenuous. And I don't know why I have such a hard on for people being genuine in this crap. I wear a mask. but I do try to think that we do an entertaining show. So it's kind of worth it. Not like KC, who sits there with bad green screen and talks about how 2% of the audience made him cry today. So he's got to take off. Let's go back to KC. I'm just curious what the fuck he's talking about. He's really, he makes me angry now. And it's funny because he would go, "Why do I make you angry? I never met you. Oh, gee, I sure do hope your show's a success." Give me a break.
So, all right. So here's the deal. So what's going to happen is, I know I got guests set up for next week,
No one cares,
and
including
I was
your
supposed to have
guests.
Artie. I thought it was Artie.
You're
Okay,
not.
Yeah. Here's the end of the story.
Oh,
You
good.
guys got me.
Perfect
I brought
timing.
them and all that stuff.
You were catfished, weren't you, dummy?
I thought I was talking to Artie, and I even said, "Artie, here's a question that no one else will know." So I asked him the question, and he got it. Now, me being so out of it and not being on social media and stuff like that, I don't know. I guess he must have said this.
Yeah, didn't he say the name he
The question
uses?
was, who would usually check in when we went to a hotel?
Greg
He would
Nettles?
check in with this name. I thought I was the only one that knew that.
It's an old Yankee.
No, it's me being stupid. Maybe he said it in his book or something like that.
Thurman
I should have
Munson?
picked a better question. But once that question was answered by him and he said the name, I'm like, oh God, thank God. How are you? Are
It's
you
an old
okay?
Yankee. I forget the
so
name.
happy
It was like Greg
I got a
Nettles
hold
or
of you.
Thurman Munson.
But it wasn't. But guys, what's the fucking chances? What's the chances of it happening where someone gets his number,
Blah.
his old number that he doesn't have anymore? And I just don't get it. I mean,
Flashy Vic, what was the question? Are you Artie?
it
Yes.
broke my heart.
Artie, it's great to see. You are dumb, Casey.
Not only that I couldn't reach my friend,
I
but
knew it. He thought he was talking to Artie.
that someone could be so cruel.
Oh, did the trolls hurt your
use that
feelings? Did you think you were talking to your friend? Were you delusional enough to think
As
your
a way
friend was
to
going to do your stupid show?
one up somebody, or
What a retard.
information and to make someone look silly.
Yes.
Shame on you.
Oh, shame on you. Like you used to throw the condoms full of mayonnaise at the old ladies and
told him, I
laugh
said,
about
"Hey,
it. You filmed it, you
I'll
dummy.
give you my word. Whatever you want me to say, you win. I say it.
Tell us you're gay and you're only doing this to steal money from people. You have no entertainment
It's a horrible
value.
thing to do to somebody.
Oh,
Give me the hope to think that I could talk to my friend.
oh, I wish they
Not
let it
only
go
that-
on forever. Cry.
So
We
that was
want
kinda
your
the last
tears.
Because, like as I said, I'm a nice guy. I don't.
I'm
wish
a
harm on
nice
anybody.
guy. I'm a
I was
nice
just doing interviews with people
guy.
that people wanted to hear from, and when you take advantage of someone's kindness, it makes me want to make an example out of you.
Oh, I want to pound
That's
your
not where
face.
I want to be.
How are you going to pound our face from your mom's guest room?
That's not where you want to be.
Oh, yeah. What is
All right,
this?
guys, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna take a week off. think about it.
Adios, loser.
But I want you to know the 95% of you people
Yes.
have been so awesome. You said
OJ.
some nice things,
I like that you have Patrick Melton.
and
I just noticed
I've
that.
had fun with you. I think you guys are great.
What a total
Ah!
I just don't understand why. I don't understand why you
Why
want to
is-
do that.
Why is everybody so mean to me?
You know,
You came here because we were all goofing on John, you idiot.
I am
What
mentally
the
ill, right? We all know
fuck
that.
is this
I
pussy
think I've done
crying
very
about?
well. I've made strides.
Admiral Dewey,
in
cry,
mental
cry, baby. Flashy Vic, passive
But you bring me
aggressive
back to a
twat.
place where it's dangerous and I could possibly it could affect the rest of my life, and that's not what I want.
What is he
I have a
talking
great
about?
life. I'm so blessed.
Allegedly murdering somebody.
People.
Oh,
My last book.
you don't want to
last two
see me
books,
when I'm angry.
I got about like 12 letters from people who saying that they were going to kill themselves, and that book gave them. Someone in the book. gave 'em
Liar. Show us.
Well, I hope Casey never sees
if they can do it,
this
the guy
episode.
from,
Take a kiss. Take a kiss.
from
Take a
Untalented,
kiss.
he can make it
Take a
through
kiss.
there. What am I crying about? Yeah, me too, man.
What is this?
So,
Passionate,
I'm
understanding
gonna take a
KC.
week. I'm going to think about this.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
guarantee.
mental
I
if
guarantee he
if I don't
doesn't
come
last
back,
a
I
week.
appreciate everything.
You'll be back.
Doesn't matter. Most of you know, it's like
If he has
it's a
mental
million
problems,
podcasts.
he
out
shouldn't be
there.
doing this crap then. All
But,
these guys.
I agree.
I want to thank you guys. Casey, send me the.
You're
CD.
welcome, Casey. It was been a
Alrighty,
pleasure.
cool.
Goofing on your
Yeah,
stupid.
no, I guys.
fucking.
There's like 5,000 shows on it.
I'm gonna
I'm just
point out
telling
when
you because I
people are
thought
trying to take
I owed
advantage
it
of
to
other
you.
people.
I owed you
Casey is not
an explanation.
a host. He's just not
No.
a good host. He's
Exactly.
good on
What
shows,
Jimmy the Drunk? What?
or
I'm
maybe
sorry,
even
what
a
question
second
did I
mic.
not
But
answer. That's not fair.
Why do you
asked me
think
a
he
question.
pops up all of a sudden? You're right. He's not a good host. I'm not a good host, but I know I'm better than KC. And he did this shit for years. Why is he back?
I mean,
Why
I
is he
think I
doing
suck.
this?
And I think I'm better than Casey. You
You're
know,
wonderful. Yes. It's all for the money.
Very cool.
He'll be back. He won't even last the week. I guarantee it.
I would marry.
You're going to like the way you
Mo
look.
because we're such good friends.
Dayla Melton did. He
She's
retired
smart,
him.
She's rich.
He's blaming it on the Artie
Beth-
troll, but that's bullshit.
I always thought Beth O was one of the hottest girls I've ever seen. Rachel Fine is cute too.
am I a sucker?
Yes.
I know my
I-
friend.
am I
is
really?
going nuts with
Yes.
this,
You're too nice.
but I'm sorry.
You wanted to
I
make
don't
up
know
with a
if she's
guy who
blonde.
pissed
I
on
don't-
your
the
shit.
green eyes. I always thought that she was like.
I can understand why you like it. Listen,
I
again,
always thought that she was just.
idiot. I liked KC. I was a big KC fan. I listened to the KC things. What is that one? There's one KC compilation that I love. I always go back to. I love all of the KC years. I love all the KC drama. This is weird. KC is doing weird shit for money, and he's trying to keep the same audience. No one from the Stern audience is buying a book called The World's Most Amazing People. We don't care. We're not buying that book.
Right.
Maybe we'll buy The World's Most Amazing Woman book. No, we're not buying that either. Even if you do sign it in your own blood, no one is interested.
No question, but thank you, weirdo. Double.
I think with the right guidance, Casey could be. He could do something. So maybe hooking up with Vince could work. I
Thank you
mean,
for explaining.
But yeah, he hasn't even addressed that.
You
What
don't
is
address
Vince
it.
gonna do? Does Vince know he's
I thought it was
taking
the
a
least
week
that I
off?
could do. I'm
I
gonna
thought
take a
we were
week,
supposed to
all right,
get the
guys.
new episode of their or the first episode of their gay
Maybe,
series on
I
Monday.
can get over myself and not think that I'm so.
you know, it probably
important
it's just a
where
culmination of everything. You got Melton
people
on
are
you.
going to
You got the fake Artie thing. You got
play tricks on you. They're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna be
Vince the
mean to
lawyer
you.
trying to make
It
you
was
do a
fine.
show
Like
about
when I
being
was
a
on the radio and
gay
all
dude.
that stuff.
You know,
That's fine. It never
was some
bothered me.
effort.
But what
But-
bothers me, guys, is when I'm just trying to get work done. I'm trying to schedule a guest or something like that, and people have the fucking time on their hands to pretend that there's someone else. And then again, the thing that I'm afraid of is like, all right, you make example of one, just one of them, and then your problems are over.
I would
That's
love to get a
what I'm
high
afraid
pitched
of, and I
mic
know I can't do
on
that.
a show just once. I can't stand that guy.
Ken Otto is a Nazi sympathizer. Hey.
Ken Otto is
This
a Nazi
is really
sympathizer,
fun.
allegedly.
Be a man.
We're
What
gonna
am I
have to
not being a
clip that
man
one.
about, Ken?
This is really pathetic. Be a man, Casey.
Go ahead. Right back. What am I not being?
ahead, shoot.
Being
Let me hear you,
honest.
shoot.
Being honest about trying to do the right thing. Being honest about
What?
my feelings.
Trying to do
being
the right
honest
thing?
about not wanting to sink to other people's level.
Talking about
That's
To
something I will
not
say.
want to
I
misbehave.
can never understand people that try to do the right thing. Why don't you just do the right
Just
thing?
do the right thing. But it's funny because before he made that comment, he was talking about, he's like, I used to get abused from the Howard Stern show, which was millions of people listening. And now he can't deal with the harassment by literally maybe 500 people, but not even 500 people who are even watching him. Like they're just kind of spaced out. Like
That's
this is
amazing.
ridiculous. This is the ramblings of an idiot.
What do you know about being in front of a man?
Ooh, what would you know about being
No,
in
don't
front
take
of a
that
man?
sexual way.
Yes, we will.
All right, let me play devil's advocate
Just
here.
being around a man.
I want to play the devil's advocate. I'm the devil. Bruh, OJ, you're
Casey-
wrong. What?
Casey went from the Howard Stern crazy world to
I am not
this
a tough guy.
what we've
Okay?
become in society, right? This, like, as he says all the time, woke.
Yeah.
So then he jumps online and he thinks everybody's woke. He doesn't know what to say. He's fumbling around. This is all new to him. Which
Yeah, does he think all of Howard's audience went woke?
Already sees this and reaches out. Thanks, buddy.
Because he
well,
always
his
talks
new
about.
audience certainly has.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the new audience wouldn't be here. I don't know. Because he's always talking about, oh, we all have the same sense of humor because we all like this show that we were all, I don't know. Casey
met
just
him?
seems like when he used to be like, I'm being accepted by these people called the dabblers. Like, ugh, that used to make me sick.
He's amazing. Guy is an incredible
It's like I
guy.
said, the real Casey died in the Iraq war, and Casey had an identical brother we didn't all know about. And the identical brother was like, holy shit, if I just pretend to be my brother Casey, I can really score some money. The problem is he doesn't really know how to be entertaining or funny anymore.
Which then again, too, he's
I
got.
don't know much.
He says he owns a radio station. How do you not have this down yet? If you've been doing this radio thing this long,
Because, like I said, he owns a radio station like the fake rabbi has a Stuttering John radio station. We went to it right now. We can go to WMAP radio, whatever his stupid WMAPradio.com. And if you go to like the homepage, you can listen to what's on WMAP radio right now. It's like footsteps and static.
You get old, you get that stuff.
sounds like a haunted house.
But even
It
with that horrible
does.
shoulder I got, I did 120 push-ups.
Let's go back to it. Let's just sneak in for a second and see what's going on WMAP radio. Remember, this is how KC pays the bills. And he wants your email constantly. Oh,
That was Artie Lang saying it.
oh, he's actually broadcasting this on his radio
God,
show.
you're right. Why am I? Yeah, I guess that. What is that? Reflux, acid reflux. So you get old, you get that stuff.
He's talking about his acid reflux. He's
Even
actually.
with that horrible shoulder I got, I did 120 push-ups straight the other day.
Where is his
My goal is
microphone? In his toilet?
Did that does not sound like American Psycho? I do these crunches. I can do 1,000.
Oh, it sounds horrible. Oh, that's so fascinating. I didn't realize. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He owns a radio station like Rabbi did. He just set up a website with some kind of streaming audio that happens.
Interesting.
Like I said, he owns a radio station like I own a television studio. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, let's see what this idiot's talking about.
And you're going to waste your own time and waste my time pretending to be him?
Yes. And many other people. It's fun because of this reaction.
Like, look, I'm I'm not married. I don't have kids. Yeah, I work a shitload of hours. I work a bunch of jobs.
What does that mean? A bunch of
But
jobs?
I
Like
don't
what?
have time to do that. Who does? Why would someone be able to do that?
Melinda, the call letters WMAP stand for World's Most Amazing People.
Who's this? Jimmy the Drunk. Hi, Jimmy. We the people love Casey, and I love Jimmy the Drunk.
The audio is 100 times
reminds me of
worse
that guy,
on the
remember
radio station.
Jimmy the
Sadistic.
cab driver from MTV. Hey, you get your boyfriend and your girlfriend. You got a bum wing, huh? He's talking about Green Day. He was the MTV cab driver. I know them all. He would talk about like a video. This was back in like 94. I was in college or something. 95.
Yes, we remember the angry
All right,
taxi
guys.
cab guy.
Anybody want to curse me or say nice things? I'm going to take the last 5 videos comments here. I think you guys are awesome. Like I said, 99% of you guys.
Like Ray.
have
I
really
love
been cool,
everybody.
and
Everyone's
I
great.
hope I can figure out a way to come back and to not let it affect me. I'll find out a way. I'll find out a way to do it.
Johnny Mayer. The worst I'll
I
do
see
is
what
laugh
you
as
guys need.
Casey. I don't wish him ill will. I don't wish him ill will either. I just think it's
Ken Otto is a
incredibly.
Nazi sympathizer.
Oh wait, Ken
Here's
Otto.
$2 for some more Kleenex, crybaby. Who's crying, dickhead? Hey, Ken. No, I'm not.
Uh-oh.
See, he brings me into a place. Ken, you don't live on Long Island, do you?
Casey can't figure out how to get off the island. We're all
My
safe.
email is kc@wmapradio.com. You can email me afterwards. And if you're anywhere, like close, we can meet up. And we can just have a conversation. All right.
Hey, you want to take this
All right, guys, I'm gonna
outside
get
to
outta
our
here.
personal emails, buddy?
I love Ryan.
I love you, Casey. I love you, Ray
I know.
DeVito.
Ryan, I do remember the cats. Didn't I have to do that? Didn't I have to show you Miss Naya, the calico cat? Who cares about your cat? I had to show you the calico cat, didn't I? Do you want to
God,
hold on for that?
Can't believe Ray and MLC are still going on.
You
This
look
is
like you've been crying.
insane.
No, I'm not been crying.
It's like torture. Shows are so boring.
Okay, let me do this. I know you want to see the calico cat.
We don't
You
care
guys
about
know
your
what a calico
cat.
cat is?
Eat
Calico
it.
cat is like it's an orange, black, and brown cat. Every time you see a calico cat or a cat with those markings, it means it's a female. I just got one. I told you that the calico cat. Okay, let's.
Zach Holland, thank you for the $2. You're named after Stuttering
host the
John,
show,
but Casey
Ken
can't kick the corpse.
Otto is a Nazi sympathizer.
I
and
know I
you're a
got here
loser
late
for
too,
even
but
putting that up
Casey
there.
got here very
I host
late.
a show called Freedom Speech and You, and yet you're a Nazi sympathizer. I hope that's
Yeah, but I'd like to
Yes,
point
it's a
out
joke. All
that
right, I take
we
it back.
were
You're
dabblers
saying that
long
because
before we ever
it's about
came
freedom of speech.
onto the internet. When
Yes, I was in the Dabbler subreddit and watching John before I started making John Tent. But you're right. But again, Casey is
I have
talentless.
the calico crying. Oh, who's crying?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm talking. If I could sum this up, why I'm leaving here is because there are a certain amount of the people on here that are cunts.
Right.
And
Hello.
I believe people need to be responsible for the things that they say.
Oh, really?
And it's put me in a weird situation.
What do you mean
because
responsible?
I think I'm the person
because you don't like what we're saying, you should be able to beat our faces in if we live on Long Island?
If I'm responsible for
because
the
you
show
can't
that
read a
goes-
map.
that goes off to all these people, and people say these horrible things, I think I have to be responsible for what goes on there. And people who say things about me,
You're just saying words.
should be
Nothing
responsible.
means anything. What you're
and
saying.
that's why I'm not doing this.
Yes, you
Because
are.
I'm not mature enough.
You'll be
I'm
back.
immature. I'm not there yet. All
Well,
right.
we've
I'm
hit
trying very hard.
3 hours.
Like I said, I'm mentally ill, and sometimes I don't have the best. What is it when?
So just
impulse
because he
control.
admits he's mentally ill, we can't make
So I
fun
do
of him.
stupid things, and I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take some time just to think about how I can do it. All right, that's all. And I want to thank everyone.
You're welcome.
Who spent the time with me.
Thank you.
There's a way to figure this out, but I'm just going to take some time just to figure it out. Okay, guys? So please, please be nice to each other, do the right thing. And I was going to go get my calico cat, Tubby.
No one wants to see your dumb cat. We really don't care.
No, nobody's beating. I'm taking time off. And it just may not
Victimhood.
be for me. I haven't even gotten to what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to play these
I want your money.
videos I got.
What videos?
And do the show. I mean,
what
before any
show?
of this happened, like before ridiculousness and all that other shit.
This isn't a
I did
show.
an internet show, and I would play stuff.
Oh,
and it
KC
was
invented
good.
internet shows.
It was funny. It's what I want to do. But it took a while to get monetized, so you are able.
It didn't take you that long. It's actually kind of fishy how quickly you
hopefully
got
I'll be able to do
monetized.
that, guys. I think we'll have a good time, and I'll be able to have someone I trust to come in here and be like a moderator.
KC
So
2.0.
when people start saying, nonsense, we can knock them out and not let them on. And
I don't know, Yuchi.
I'll
How
figure it
has
out.
Casey made a living all these years? It's not from WMAP.
Or
I'll tell you that.
Not do it.
Or
But
selling his
I want to
stupid
say
books.
again how cool you guys are, and I want to.
Casey said he's going to knock him out. I don't think he means physically.
Mama said
Thanks,
knock
bud. I'm
you
gonna
out.
stay positive. That's what I'm trying to do. Gene Bobina is in the house. I
Stay
love her.
positive. HIV positive.
Corn diff. Wee. I love Ryan.
God, that was. I felt so
You guys
bad.
wanna see the
for Corn
calico
Diff.
cat?
I asked him to do Casey's show, and it was not the greatest show. It's not funny, Casey.
Where is Naya the calico cat?
Corniff was on with KC.
Naya.
I think I missed that.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
No.
Oh wait, I think I did see parts of that. Yeah, because Casey doesn't fucking know. He's just talking to a guy in a corn filter.
Guys.
Yeah,
doesn't
he
know
knew nothing
anything
about him.
about him.
Corn Diff, it was kind of, I
Let me
think,
tell you,
last
this is
minute.
going way too
I don't
long
think
here,
he was
so
too prepared.
let me,
Either one.
let me turn this.
Corn Diff knew more about Casey just in the
I'm
little
gonna
research.
turn this off, and I'm going to get
Yeah, it was.
Naya the calico cat. But in the meantime, I want you to listen to.
No.
I think he even
this
called
guy,
him Cardiff at one point.
Who was so annoying. He kept calling in all the time.
He called him
You
Cardiff.
guys might like this. Hold on.
Yeah, I think so.
Is this dummy gonna play copyrighted
He
music?
kept calling me Jewish and stuff. Wait a minute.
Said, Maris, listen to me. You're very smart. You're very brave at times. But listen to this. The go, bro.
Ugh, I don't care. All right. Let's go see what MLC is doing before we get out of here.
I was gonna play, but that would take too long. The Billy Madison clip. We are all now dumber. for
Oh
having
yeah.
listened to that.
That's how I feel. All right, we are now on to Kevin's natural habitat live streaming.
Okay, I was just asking if
We all love corn diff, Miles Magooby.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Ray, read this.
Kevin, old person question.
Arcona, that wasn't corn diff's fault. No, I don't blame corn diff.
Mine's.
Yeah, we all
Was-
love Corn Diff. He's a good guy.
Was it Casey's show or corn diff's show?
It was Casey's.
Okay.
I was trying to, welcome him into the Devilverse, so to speak. So I lined up I asked Cardiff and Corn Diff, and Somebody else. I can't remember.
Nice. You sabotage Casey's show. I like that.
Well, I was trying to get
Good
them on
job.
to be like weekly, maybe both of them could come on once a week just to co-host for them and, kind of guide them. But yeah, didn't turn out that way.
You are too nice. You are too giving.
Which is a great song. Anyway, when Black Sabbath came out with that song,
Oh my
thought
God. Why is he always
a
talking? If he's not talking
university
about
band is
Chad
gonna
or
play
Ray,
that
he's
at
talking about classic rock. Who gives a rat's ass? He's always talking about like Pink Floyd and what's that band with the flute? Jethro Tull. God, man. How does Kevin have any kind of audio? I don't get it.
Because it's musically, it's
Look
garbage.
at how
Black
pink he
Sabbath,
is.
people think
'Cause we're all old,
back
dude.
then
We're
they were
all in
devil
this age
worshippers
bracket.
and it was
You know?
trash and it was garbage. And
But
now
who the fuck wants Kevin Brennan's opinion on classic rock? I don't know. He does look like a boiled ham, though. Goddamn, I can't tell the difference between him and Ski Mask. The same exact complexion. It's amazing.
music. And I know Ray's
But
been
yeah, I can't get into the classic rock thing, so I think this is a good place to stop. We've gone over 3 hours and 5 minutes. God damn, I need to take this mask off. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We never got under 100, which is crazy. Once we hit 100, I appreciate that very much. Again, we're not delusional here. We know we're a very small piece of a very small percentage of nothing when it comes to this. But we appreciate all your support, all the super chats, all the memberships. And we will be back at our regular time of 10 a.m. Saturday morning. Dayla, $2. Thank you so much. Hashtag Cardiff Lives Matter. Of course they do. They always do. I don't even know what to say. I think we did a lot today. Great show, says Arcona. Thank you for the $1.99. Thank you, Arcona. I appreciate you saying this was a great show. I think we did cover a lot of ground. Holy shit. It took 3 hours, but we did it. I think we successfully showed the world what KC is like. Per OJ's orders. This is what OJ wanted the whole show. He said, we have to bring that motherfucker down. I'm kidding.
I
Again.
have a feeling some of this is going to get back to Casey, and he's.
Oh no! Is he gonna yell or be mad? No, he's not. It doesn't matter. He's not gonna be on for another week, so we'll have to wait until next week for Casey to respond. I actually don't think we're gonna have to wait that long. I think Casey will be back in no time. But yes, thank you guys so much. Yuchi, you guys are awesome. I appreciate that. Ken Otto is a Nazi sympathizer. He's here. You guys are so mean to KC. Ken Otto, when did you lose your way? Speaking of Ken Otto, I know we haven't covered him lately because anytime we go into the chat, anytime there's someone new, they know they don't belong and they immediately kick us out. So it's not so much fun. And I also wanted to do some live shows on Sunday so Ken could be our news person, but I don't know if I can really do Sunday nights. But yes, our normal time is Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We didn't do 10 a.m. Eastern today because I still had some family here until wee hours in the morning. So we did the 10 p.m. today. But yes, we are normally on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. So you can catch us then. And we will pop up every now and then with another episode during the week. We also do member live stream for the $3.99 members. So if you haven't signed up for that, think about signing up for that.
Man, I would say I'm assuming we're gonna probably be covering more of the Shuli Network stuff that's been going on over there.
Sure. I mean, I'm fascinated to see where the Shuli Network goes from here. I mean, especially if Uncle Rico is gonna kind of take a little bit of a hiatus or not do as much. I mean, we have the BS show, we have the quit smoking show, we have the BMS show, we have the in the coffin show, we have Jesus Christ. Can't keep up with all them.
And they're all the same show.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So just make one show. Also, I had someone today mention Nick Bravo. Hey, El Horrible, what's the matter with Nick Bravo? Are you done covering him? No, I'm not. If anyone remembers Nick Bravo, we offered Nick Bravo the opportunity to be on a live stream with his favorite comedian ever, Chrissy Mayer, the world famous viral sensation Chrissy Mayer. And all I said to Nick Bravo was write two original jokes that we can go over with Chrissy. And then I'll have you back on, because quite honestly, Chrissy knows who I am, but we don't have any kind of relationship. And I'd feel like an asshole if I set up a whole live stream to have her on with Nick and he has nothing to present and he just acts like a creepy douche, which he is not. I know there is a wonderful man hiding inside of that little body. But I was in his live stream last week and I said, hey, Nick, did you write any jokes yet for Chrissy? And he said, no, I don't have time for that right now. Yes, I know, BeDabbler. No, I didn't. And then someone else said, hey, Nick, how's your screenplay going? He was like, oh, yeah, I know. I have to go back and start writing that. So these guys, they do nothing except complain all day about how they can't get anything done. And then when you give them assignment to do something fucking a month or so ago, they do nothing. And you promise to do something for them. But there's no motivation out there. All these guys just want to be famous without doing anything. It's ridiculous. So our head DNN reporter, Muttering Jay, actually had a genius idea. Why don't we sign up Nick Bravo for the Mike Morris comedy class or whatever the fuck it is?
Oh man, that's genius.
Agreed. That's why Muttering Jay is our head anchor. So I think on the next show, we'll try and get Nick Bravo on and ask him why he hasn't written jokes. And we'll explore a little bit the comedy school of Mike Morris. So I think that's what we'll do our next show. We might try to do one during the week. If not, we will definitely be on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you guys, seriously, from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the super chats. And as always be dabbling.
Hello, everyone. This is your favorite world-famous host, Stuttering John. Thanks for watching BeDabblin Live with El Horrible. Leave him a voicemail anytime, and we'll play it on the show. 973-440-9770. Follow at El Horrible on Twitter at BeDabbler. Follow OJ on Twitter at Obnoxious John. Till next time, BeDabblin.
Yeah!